104.9 XFM, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington's pressing the buttons.
Yeah.
We're playing some great moments from the last 3 weeks.
And some great records, Steve, from the last 2 weeks.
That's true enough.
Yeah.
We're not actually here today. What are you up to today, Rick?
It's 8 hours earlier, so this is about 2 o'clock probably. Mm-hmm. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm still in bed, mate. I'm asleep in my hotel room.
Now, where are you?
We're in LA.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
City of Angels. Rick.
Yeah.
City of Angels.
Yeah, and so that's what we do. We're doing stuff like that. That's why we're not here. We're not here next week either. So next week is the best of this week.
All right, so here's the first bit.
Can I tell you one of the best presents I ever had?
Go on.
Without doubt, all I ever wanted was a go-kart. This is true. I was like you know, sort of 5, 6, 7. And I eventually, for Christmas, I wasn't sort of spoiled in the sense that I got pocket money, but I always got what I wanted at Christmas eventually. Because, working class mothers, they'd get it out the catalogue and pay for it for the rest of the year. So, I always got, I had, really, as many presents as anyone else. And I got this go-kart. It was a little red go-kart and it was a pedal one. And I'd run home from school and I'd be in it and I'd get down the garden for hours. I'd have to come in for my tea, and this was fantastic. And this went on for like weeks and weeks and went through the summer. The next time, it was just it was fantastic go-kart. I'd show off, and then one day I came home and I went. It was always at the back of the shed, sort of up against the shed, and I went in. I couldn't see it, and so I went to the back door. My mum was sort of like washing up with that, and I went, "Where's my go-kart?" I thought it hasn't been nicked. She went, "Your dad swapped it."
Your dad swapped it?
Yeah. I went, he what? And I was going to be brave. And I went, he what? She went, he swapped it for a wheelbarrow. And I could see she didn't approve of this. And she was thinking, I'm going to tell him. And then I'm going to, have this out. And I went, right. She went, it's your wheelbarrow. And I went to the back of the shed and there was this wheelbarrow. He swapped it with a bloke called Jimmy Dublin, who he worked with.
Jimmy Dublin?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he was a respectable member of the community.
He was fine. It was his life. No, I think he was an Irish gentleman. And that's why we called him. That's why I don't know what his real name was. And I think my dad must have been drunk. And he went, I want to get my son a go-kart. And my dad went, my kid's got one. He's probably had it for a year. He's probably bored with it.
Yeah.
And he said, I'll give you this wheelbarrow. And I went to this wheelbarrow and it was caked in concrete. I could hardly lift it. I just nicked off a building site, obviously. And I'd be there for hours trying to push this wheelbarrow up and down the garden, right? And it was okay, though, because I was going on holiday soon. And I 7 years running, went to Bognor Regis, a place called Riverside, because some woman around the way had a caravan that we got free for a week. And it was great, just wonderful. And I used to go there with my mum and my nan.
Oh, party time.
Yeah, the age of 7 to sort of no, it was good because when you're a kid and you wake up in a strange place, it sort of seems weird. You wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning hearing your gran pissing in an iron bucket, and
We've all been there.
You get disorientated. Anyway, and I went on holiday, and I met a little friend who was about my age. We were both sort of like, and he'd hired a go-kart. He had this great go-kart, and he came around to my caravan, and I went, I've got a go-kart. And I remember my mum opening the window of the caravan and going, don't lie.
That's so evil.
And I went, I had a go-kart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever talk to your father about the fact you swapped it?
No.
You never mentioned it to him?
No.
You still got that wheelbarrow?
I think so. I've grown into it.
Yeah.
I can nearly lift it now. Yeah. And now I'm just too old to run up and down the garden with it.
Now you get one of your several gardeners and use it all the time. Wow.
Oh, dear. Now, Karl, you promised me that you were going to reintroduce Educating Ricky.
Yeah, we can do that.
Have you got it? Have you got something that will that's something that I won't know that's correct and that will interest me?
Yeah, there's loads of stuff.
Is it anything to do with monkeys?
No, we've got monkey news.
We've got monkey news coming out. Of course we have. Yeah, monkey news. People are there now over to XFM for monkey news with Karl Pilkington.
No, we won't do that yet. We're not doing that yet. Educating Ricky is...
Yeah. Well, let's do it.
We did it ages ago.
Educating Ricky. Oh, that's interesting, and it's correct.
Hang on a minute, though. What I do is I tease you, don't I, with headlines.
Oh, go on then.
And then you have to sort of go, that one sounds good.
Go on then. What are the headlines?
I want to know more about that. Educate me.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. You've got,
jeez.
That Nelly died.
That Nelly died. All right.
Okay.
Right.
Could be about an elephant.
Yeah.
Go on.
You've got that. You've got, well...
I got well. Take well as red. So they all start with well. Okay.
Knob body has been that lucky before.
Brilliant. All right.
Okay.
Or you've got get a lobe of this court case.
Right. Okay.
Not bad.
I'm going for
Interesting.
knob body has been that lucky before.
Right, it's a story about this kid who was born, right?
Was he?
Yeah, he was popped out, like, and the dad and the mum saw the baby, and it was like, oh, that's a good-looking little kid.
Sure.
And they were proud and that. And then...
I look like they're surprised that it's a good-looking little kid. It's theirs.
Yeah.
Like it could have been a frog, and they'd have gone, "Oh, he's got your eyes."
And then the doctor goes, yeah, it is, but look at that.
What?
He said, it's a boy and hasn't got a knob.
I love the doctor saying that. I love this GP or this midwife saying that. Oh, we love little boy. Yeah, but no knob, baby. Mr. and Mrs. I mean, think.
Right. No, but I'm speeding it up a bit.
All right, come on. So the baby's
Right, so the
born,
baby's like that,
doctor
and
says,
the doctor
"Baby's
says
got a
that,
knob."
and the woman's like, oh, it's our first as well, and stuff, right? She's really gutted.
She's
What's the second going to be like?
So,
Go ahead.
so the
Just a knob.
doctor says, you know,
We'll call it Karl. All right, go on.
Right, go on.
so the doctor says, well, I'll leave it with you for a bit, get used to the idea, right?
As opposed to throwing it away.
So he wanders off.
Yeah.
He comes back with a smile on his face, right?
Found the knob.
So the mum and dad are like, what are you smiling about? He said, you're not going to believe this. Baby's just been born. It's got two. Right? You can have one of them. And they did a little operation.
Where did you get this information from?
That's in a book.
What book?
Is it the
a
same
joke
as the book that you carry round with you?
No.
With the woman with 3 legs, the juggler with 9 arms, and the bloke who found shagging a chicken under a rock. Is it in that book?
Weird though, isn't it?
Well, it's not true.
It is true.
What, in the same hospital, there was a baby born without a knob. Luckily, Karl.
It happened.
You swear to God you're not making...
The
I'm not
doctor
making it
came
up,
back
honest to God.
smiling because you don't believe it. There's a baby there with an excess of a knob.
It happened, honestly. I'm not... All these things are not made up, the educating stuff. That's why I do it, isn't it? Teaching you stuff. Always teaching you stuff.
enough. All right, if anyone can confirm the baby with no knob,
they're going to
baby with
confirm it
two,
because they're going to go to the same dubious website that Karl got it from.
I always try to be level-headed and reasonable in these situations.
And it's
You
always
ignore it.
Guatemala or Mexico. Rodriguez was born without a knob. Luckily, baby next door and was one 2 knobs. What a load of shite. Play a record.
I should just confirm that we've had a number of emails that say the baby born without a knob and then having one transplanted from a baby that luckily enough had 2 knobs is apparently true.
Right,
Yeah,
there you
no,
go.
listen.
So-
I don't question that you could be born with a deformity and get someone's, fingers, knobs. What I'm saying is, it didn't happen with the doctor goes, I'll leave with it. I don't believe it. That baby's got 2 knobs.
Exactly.
What a coincidence. I bet that little bit of information isn't in there, is it?
Sure.
That he went out the door, I'm going to get a coffee, came back, bloody hell, hold on, look, here's an extra knob. I found an extra knob. We can put that knob on there. Perfect.
I think that my new TV is too big, Rick.
I said that
I know,
when he
I don't know
bought
what
it.
I was thinking.
But I can't believe it. He talked about this buying it. He's got a bit of cash now, of course. And what is it? 42 inches? 42-inch plasma screen. What did it cost you? $3,000 or
Oh,
something?
don't tell me. That's
Wow,
rubbish.
it's
3.5
ridiculous.
grand.
$3,500, big spender. Of course, it's too big.
Well, I can't get far enough back in my room, in my living room for it.
You're meant to be, I think, 4 times the screen size away from it
Really?
to get out from the air. So that's 4 times 42 inches. You're meant to be sitting away from it, which is impossible.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to just get friendly with the neighbours.
Yeah, watch it through a hat.
If that's the case, though, are you better off just getting a portable?
What?
I don't understand that rule. What are you saying?
Well, you're meant to be 4 times the screen size away from the TV.
But then what's the point in having a big telly if you've got to keep moving further back? Get a portable.
And sit right
sit
next to
near
it.
Do see your point. Why do people go to the cinema then?
Did you see films that are out yet?
Fair enough, he's got you there.
Done.
I'd tell you this, though. I had it delivered, and are you supposed to tip delivery men?
Of course you are.
I don't know.
If
I've never had anything delivered before. I never spent that much money.
Not if it's a courier with an envelope, but if it's a bloke who's struggled up the stairs, two fat blokes with a fridge, then give him a £5 for a drink.
But the problem was, I didn't realise, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if I've got to tip him. And the guy was leaving, and my mobile phone went off in my pocket, and I reached in to get it. He put his hand out thinking it was a tip. I went, it's just my phone. And I felt terrible after he left. I didn't know. What was I going to do? Run down the street and offer him a £5?
No,
of course not.
No.
I'm not made money. I just spent it on TV.
Yeah, I've got no money, mate.
Yeah.
I just spent it all on this. I had to clean out my jar, everything, the drawers.
Yeah, I'd take some bottles back.
The
problem was, it took me forever to wire it in. I thought, I'm not going to pay for someone to wire it up, So it took me about 3 hours to wire it in, and it was huge, and I got it switched on, and the first programme that was on when I got it wired in was Bargain Hunt. I'll tell you this, David Dickinson's tan almost took my eyeballs out. It was incredible. It was like X-rays. It was extraordinary.
So close.
Glow.
A huge plasma screen with this orange thing coming out, and he keeps turning to the camera, doesn't he? Just to get you. Yeah, he turns away. You get a bit closer. They go, "What's he doing?" He just turns around, takes the cornea off.
What do you think, Bargain Hunters? Bargain Hunters.
Oh dear, that's why I'd buy a plasma screen to watch Bargain Hunt.
I mean, it's ludicrous. This is the problem, is because what do you watch?
I mean, have you watched anything that's been worth having?
The only thing I've watched really worth watching.
24.
Well, 24 works great, but also films. Obviously, that's the main reason I bought it, because films just look amazing on there.
Yeah, DVD on the plasma screen.
The brilliant Blur, Out of Time on XFM 104.9.
One of my favourite singles of the year, and that's another thing. We'll be playing our favourite singles of the year, as well as our favourite clips of our own show.
Rick, I imagine if people have got a bit of Christmas money, they're wondering what they can spend it on.
Office DVD?
Well, other than that, these guys have got some ideas.
What, adverts? Brilliant.
Exactly.
Karl you had to go to one of those well clinics, didn't you?
No, I haven't gone.
Why?
Because I'm not happy with it.
What?
I'm not happy with the whole... Well, it's just... Do people know what them places are?
They'll give you
Have you heard of them?
Yeah, I've had one, yeah. They check everything.
Which, Suzanne, my girlfriend, was like, you're 30-odd now. When was the last time you went to the doctors? And I haven't been for ages, because... I never go.
I never go. And I think I'm honestly going to die there in agony.
Think they can always find something.
Jane made me go to one of those things, those boot things where they do it's a couple £100 and they give you a complete head to toe, don't they?
But head to bottom is what it is. They do the old finger up the arse thing.
Now, what is that testing for?
Well, I like that he said it quietly, because he's on the radio. You can't say arse.
Yeah.
I say it quietly. Say it quietly. Yeah. Arse. Yeah, arse. That's what our mistake was, because we got a complaint upheld, didn't we, for saying... And I'm talking about a male chicken here, which is a cock, as you know. Yeah, and we said that word, right? So if we'd have gone, cock, we'd have probably gotten away with it.
You can get away with murder.
If you just, If
you just whisper it.
So go on then,
I'm not going, because I'm not having that done. I don't understand what they're going to find up there. That's...
Your head?
No, but why can't we just... I mean, it's the heart that I worry about the most.
Do you mean that in a kind of romantic sense?
No, I mean, like, if
they'd have to have a long finger, wouldn't they, to check that out? They go, it's something wrong with your left ventricle. Yeah.
Now, this thing about the doctors, they hold your testicles and they make you cough.
Yeah, they don't hold the testicles anymore. They just put it sort of like by the side of them.
And what's that testing for?
I don't know. I think it's something to do with if you got something wrong with your diaphragm or something like that, you can't do it when they press there. I don't know. It shows them something. So it's not doctors having a quick feel.
Right, so you can't...
well, that's good, because do you remember when Karl said he's going to die of cancer? And I said, why? He said, I don't check my balls. I said, why? He said, I don't like the feel. So they feel it for you. They feel them for you, and you can just relax, shut your eyes, and think of England.
But don't mess with them.
What do you mean?
You can do more damage messing about with them. Just leave them. And there's two anyway. You can afford to lose one.
Yeah, I don't think that's the point. I think the point is it sort of spreads, doesn't it? You've got to check the...
I mean, I'm not saying, if don't do it, because they spend a lot of money saying to people, have a quick feel if you've got the time, what have you. But I don't worry about it. Leave it alone.
Why, out of interest, why do doctors stick fingers up your arse?
Check the prostate.
Check the prostate?
Yeah, because if it's swollen, it could lead to all sorts of problems. Again, they're not having a laugh, Karl. They're not going, hang on, look at this bald little mank fella.
But there's no nice way.
I'll feel his balls, stick a finger up his arse and send him home. 300 quid, please, on you go. What about me art? It's fine. And they're all laughing.
Roger, Jeff, stand behind that two-way mirror.
yeah. What's this?
I'm not going anyway. So.
Really? You're not going because you don't want...
No, I'm not happy with that. It doesn't even matter. It's not the fact he's a stranger. If it was someone who I knew, it'd be just as bad.
That'd be worse! Imagine that! At a dinner party. Oh, God. Oh, look, hello, Roger and Selena. Do you mind... Roger, do you mind...
Would you allow any of the celebrity doctors to do it, though? Dr. Dre?
Any of those?
Doctor Who?
I just don't understand in this day and age.
Would you allow Christopher Eccleston to stick his big northern finger up your...
Do you want a song on anyway?
But I still call Karl every day anyway.
Oh, sure.
I called him a couple of days ago.
Of course you did.
And I went, it was the weekend, I went, what are you doing? He went, oh, just in Regent's Park and that. I went, what are you doing? I said, just going for... Oh, Jesus. I went, what? He went, a caterpillar just fell out of the sky. I went, what? He went, a caterpillar just fell out of the sky. God, it's there, it's wriggling around. I went, sure a bird didn't just drop it? He looked up and went, oh, yeah.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
For a moment, he thought caterpillars were raining from the sky.
I thought I was in Chicken Licking.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Why did you think a caterpillar had fallen out of the sky?
I don't know, it just startled me a bit.
I love Karl being startled.
I like the idea of him straight on the phone to Trevor McDonald. Look, Trevor, there's caterpillars, insects falling out of the sky. They're falling out of the sky now. Put it on the news, quick. Are you sure there wasn't a bird? Oh, there was a bird. Yeah, sorry, Trev. Bye.
But it was after, like, I hung up the phone and that from you. I sort of sat there for a bit watching it.
I imagine him cross-legged, just in front of it.
But do you know what? Because of his shape, the shape of his head, and his sort of IQ, I bet the caterpillar was thinking, Mama.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Go on.
And it was sort of running about all over the place, right, Steve? So the caterpillars have loads of feet and that, don't they?
Wow! Well, they have 6 legs. They're actually larvae of insects. They have 6 legs. But they have little sucker things to hold on to the back of cabbages and that.
No, they've got more than that.
I'll tell you, they have got 6 true legs. Trust me. Trust me, I'm a scientist.
And you were thinking what, Karl?
Well,
but they've got little pods. They've got little pseudo pod legs and little suckers. Yeah.
But it was running about like everywhere, right, mental, but sort of running off to the left, and then it sort of went back to where it was, then back, went right and what have you. I'm just thinking, whoever gave them the legs, right? What's the point if they don't know where they're going and that? Do you know what I mean? If you can get about...
Imagine that sentence. Did you hear that sentence? Can we play that sentence back?
No, I don't think we can.
Imagine who gave him that legs.
Whoever gave him them legs, what's the point if they don't know where they're going and that?
And that. Always and that.
And that, but maybe you just, to be fair to the caterpillar, with all its legs, okay, and you didn't know where it was going, it had just been plucked from its house by a bird, shot up into the sky, and then dropped from 80 feet, hitting the ground.
Onto the head of a weird, bald-shaved monkey.
It was probably concussed.
Yeah, it's one of them things again, though.
But it still knew more about the world than you. How does that make you feel?
I just think it's a waste of time having all them feet. It's the same thing as the...
Now it's got feet now!
It has a nightmare buying shoes, doesn't it?
Yeah. You just mentioned there about sort of no knickers and that.
Is this going to be your Auntie Nora?
No.
Right.
It's just, like the last flat that I lived in, I always had a good view across the road and I could see... It was the hairy... There was the hairy Chinese kid. Not the hairy Chinese kid. He was just a Chinese kid, actually.
Yeah.
Running
because
about.
that's rare, isn't it? Hairy Chinese kids are very rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's only one official sighting, isn't there? In one of those shit little magazines that you buy.
And there was the old woman who didn't move. She was just sat there reading a book all the time.
Who we think possibly died and no one came round for weeks,
and now I've moved, right? And it was quiet for a bit. I always look at what view I'm getting, right? Looks across and it was just sort of empty, sort of flats ready for people to move in and that, right? Anyway, people are in there now, right? And they've put all the furniture in, but I haven't put any curtains up.
Oh.
Right. So anyway, I'm sort of washing up, just having a look out the window.
Yeah.
Right. Girl sort of wandering about, knickers on, right?
With no knickers on?
You mean naked?
No knickers. Well, she had a bra on.
Right, okay.
But,
she's probably looking for a knickers.
So I thought, and I don't know how long I was looking.
No.
Right? But anyway, she looks across.
Oh, God.
I think she spotted me.
Yeah.
I think, oh, God. I felt really bad.
Yeah.
I said to Suzanne...
Sorry, is this some sort of peeping Tom confession?
No idea.
Well, he's not... That's the thing, though.
Peepington.
If I was peeping, she was peeping as well, because she was looking over. Works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, all she could see of you was your bald head.
Yeah.
No, but
And your
this
hands
is it.
moving as you were washing up. And some white-looking substance frothing up.
Particularly stubborn stain on this glass.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Imagine that. Imagine if she looked across. I'm assuming your sink is lower than the window.
But didn't she just cover up or something? Or she looked back and go, oh, you're looking at my fanny?
Well, the thing I did...
What?
I thought, just sort of drop me boxer shorts. Because I thought... Well, Suzanne said, what are you doing?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
No, just so they can see me cheeks of me.
What are you talking about?
No, because I thought if she thinks I'm walking about in the nude as well, then we've both got something out of it.
Carl!
This sounds like a bad excuse in court.
I know.
So sorry, you were looking at a woman dancing around naked, right? So the only thing you could do was immediately drop your boxer shorts.
So she looked across, saw you fully clothed, saw you took your boxer
No, she wouldn't have done, because it's sort of just the top half and the sink's at a side angle, so I was sort of looking out.
So
This
she
is
wouldn't have
genius.
so she wouldn't have seen your trousers then anyway?
No, she did. I moved in front of the window more.
So you then made you actually climbed in front of the window.
Oh, this is amazing!
So you climbed in front of the window to show off
No,
your
it wasn't
your naked
obvious.
lower half.
Suzanne said, what are you doing? And
I
I
bet
said,
she did.
What are you looking at?
I sent you in here to clean
What
up.
are you doing? I'm just taking my trousers down, stand over the window. Why? Because there's a naked woman across the road. What do you think I'm doing, Suzanne? I'm exposing myself while looking at some free fanny.
leave it.
What's up with you, Suzanne?
Anyway.
Oh.
Wait a minute, can I just check? A final question. What did the woman across the way... What happened? What was her
I
reaction?
didn't look again. I just thought you've seen a bit of action as well. We're both happy. Let's leave it.
Brilliant.
So were you waddling around like a penguin with your trousers around your ankles?
I just was walking about, and Suzanne said, what are you doing? I said, I'll explain to you in a bit, but don't look out the window, because then it's
Excellent.
obvious.
Then he sees, she calls her husband to look at Karl walking around naked. He goes, oh, she's got a... Quick, Suzanne, get him out. There's only one with him. Get some more friends. They've gone one more.
Oh, that's a wonderful, wonderful clip, and a great record that preceded or followed it, I'm not sure. But, could I make some dedications?
Yeah.
Because I, last week, just before we had to come in to record this, I popped out trying to get onto the tube, and I had a nightmare, because there were millions of protesters, so-called protesters. Now, a lot of them obviously doing good work. There was one fella, I think you'd have appreciated it, because I know you are very politically active, and I think this guy has really studied hard, and he's realised the best way to make his voice heard on the international political stage is to ride around on a tricycle wearing a jester's hat. He was really shaking up the bloody government.
wouldn't want to be George W. Bush about now.
Not indeed.
Once he sees that.
Once he sees that guy.
Imagine his aides rushing in and going, George W., look at this guy. Where's that? That's in London, England. Okay, call off the forces.
Is that a large tricycle?
Yeah.
Is he wearing a nappy?
Get me Colin Powell. Why'd you call him Colin, not Colin? It's the way he likes it. Don't about. Just call off the troops. There's a in a jester's hat. Call the troops off.
Just bleep some of those bits.
Have you got some educating, Ricky, for me?
Got some education.
I need some education, Karl.
That's
I
kind of
desperately need some education. I want to learn about Chinese kids that are born hairier than average. I want to hear about deaf girls that can hear after their mum hits their head against a wall. These are the things I need to know.
I mean, I don't wish to be disrespectful. He doesn't look like a genius.
He doesn't look like
But then I
genius.
don't know what a genius looks like.
Exactly.
So,
Steve.
you know, I don't want to be an
Look at Einstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His mum thought he was mental as a child.
Where'd you get that information from?
That was in the Einstein book.
Well, it was in the Einstein book, then it's presumably true.
Which Einstein book is that? His Theory of Relativity?
The big book of Einstein stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the big bumper book of Einstein stuff. It's for a coach trip, and you have to fill in E equals MC1 squared, 2 fish, or 3 hello, and then it's multiple choice, and you fill it. It's great. It's
Did his mum think, A, he was a genius, B, mental?
Most people go for A, but it is in fact B. She thought he was mental at the age of 28. Oh, Karl, you never let me down. You never let me down. So have you got Educating Ricky for me?
We've got Educating Ricky coming up.
We've got Rockbusters.
We've got Rockbusters.
Great
As seen and talked about in Heat.
In Heat magazine.
It's got really tough this week now. We're not messing about anymore.
Right.
Got some good prizes.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll talk about those later. Because, I mean, was it last week that you had the classic? Was it, I can't remember, I'm paraphrasing, Carl, apologies. Something like, I'm here in Texas, I've fallen in a puddle, and my knee has got wet.
Yeah. Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
And also, it was last week when there was a little bit of confusion over the one for Holly Valance. Right?
Of course. I don't think it was confusion, I think it was your error.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
And it was Holy Valance, and you meant Pelmet.
Then Becky, who called up that time and said, if you're getting mistaken with Pelmet, right, she sent me an email in a week saying, I've done a bit of research.
Yeah.
It was my fault. I've made an error.
Yeah.
It is a Valance.
Okay.
And I know about Valances. As I told you last week, at the very end, my auntie loves them.
Yeah.
Right? She makes them. She started off just like putting them on top of the sort of window around the curtain. And then she thought, I can do more with this. Yeah. And she had a little coffee table that had magazines underneath. And she said, I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I'm sat down.
She sounds like a Pilkington.
So...
I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I sit down.
So she put a Valance around the table.
Yeah.
She just got Valances around everything now.
Yeah. Then, next step... she tapes everything. She never actually watches telly. She tapes it all because she gets sick of listening to the adverts and that. Yeah. So she tapes everything. So she's got loads of videotapes and that. And the video used to get on her nerves. When she was watching a film, she'd see the clock changing. And it distracted her from the film. So she put a Valance around that.
That's genius.
Yeah.
So,
that is
or is it mental? Only Mrs. Einstein can tell.
I don't know. She's even made a little Jack Russell look like a hovercraft.
Yeah.
He's great.
So everything's got a Valance.
If you go round and you stand still for too long, the chances are she'll Valance around your head.
Yeah. This is this is Auntie who?
Auntie Nora.
And this is the one that farted for 5 minutes.
She did.
Lest our listeners forget.
Lest we
farted
forget.
for 5 minutes, called his mum, saying I'm farting, 2 minutes into the fart.
She said about 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Just like, for example, that's why your balls are on the outside. Because the cells have to be a certain temperature to survive. I don't know if it's the sperm or Sertoli cells, but they have to be a couple of degrees below body temperature. Otherwise, they'd be in a nice cage and we wouldn't get kicked in the nads.
What do you mean?
That's why your testicles are on the outside of your body. They have to be a couple of degrees below body temperature.
Yeah, but it's not... That isn't why they're there. You see, this is like the chat we had last week about the giraffe having a long neck.
What do you mean?
They're there because that's where they happen to be. They didn't go, right...
Well, that's what evolution is. It's a selection process. It's not a will. The balls didn't say, look, I'm too hot, let's get us outside, let's get outside of here!
All right, hang on a minute then.
What?
So a little man monkey, right? Theirs are in the same place as ours.
Yeah.
But they're walking around naked, so it could be anywhere. They could be, like, on the back. It doesn't matter where they are.
They call it... Well, they could be on the back, yeah.
So why aren't they?
This is a completely different... Steve!
You started it. I wash my hands of the whole affair.
And we're not only back to balls, but we're back to monkey balls.
Yes.
In one thing from about parasites, we're back to monkey ball news.
Yeah.
How do we get back to chimp testicle news?
All right then. So this worm's in a fish.
Yeah. It's like a little platy helminth. I think it's some sort of.
But what I mean is, why are they about?
What do you mean? They
Why?
evolved
But why haven't they died out?
because they're very successful.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. Tell me the brain event that made you say yeah in that 1 second gap.
Because in a way I don't get it, and if I think about it too much, it hurts a bit.
They've just been around for years, Carl. Yeah. Like Cliff Richard or something like that. Yeah.
Carl's look at him. Carl looks at you like a cat.
Yeah.
Whenever we leave him behind, if we don't talk like straight at him and let him see our lips moving, and it's monosyllabic and very look, he's lost in that conversation there. He just drifted off, didn't you, Carl?
No, I just was also thinking on animals and that. Something else I was going to use.
Go on.
Was
This isn't a radio show, is it? I just suddenly caught myself. This is nothing.
I told you that before. It's been bad today.
No, but I mean, it's the way, this casual way that it's like we almost have no regard for our listener. And I'm not proud of that. I just don't know what to do about it.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to do this properly. I mean, we're just chatting here. I mean, it's only Anderson who's seen through us. And that surprises me that more people haven't. I mean, what are the figures like? Do people listen to this show?
Well, I'll find out for you.
You keep saying that.
But, yeah, there's this parrot. And, apparently it lives
I mean, Rick, it's unique, if nothing else. I mean, when you wake up with Woken tomorrow, you're not even going to hear him start a line with there was this parrot.
Go on, there was this parrot, yeah, go on.
And it can talk and that. Someone's obviously, taught it out how to speak and that. And it flew away. And it's living in this church. Right? And people are at the church doing hymns and that. And then
Trouble's brewing.
In between the hymns.
That parrot was owned by an old miner who used to swear a lot.
Yeah. Well,
then the vicar is going to be really annoyed. That vicar, that vicar's going to go on.
I just hope it stays quiet, Rick, during the vicar's sermons.
Yeah, go on.
Have you read it?
No, go on. Have you read it?
No, because that's what happens, right?
Go on, tell us, Karl.
During the hymns, it's sort of effing and jeffing and stuff.
Effing and jeffing?
Yeah.
And everyone's like going, it's quite funny, really, it doesn't know what it's doing. Everyone's having a laugh.
Yeah.
But it's causing a havoc at funerals.
When did this happen?
Not years ago.
John was a much-loved man.
He was a wanker!
Yeah.
So anyway, that was another story.
What can you say about Uncle John?
Bollocks.
Oh, Karl, I love the fact that when you look at things, you go, that's interesting. The parrot that swears at funerals.
That'd be a nice
and it stays with you. You see, for a simple man, you retain an awful lot of knowledge. It's just all rubbish.
It's all
Do you know what I mean? If you just replaced all this rubbish with good stuff, you'd be an intellectual.
Yeah.
Really. Because, I mean, your attention is fantastic.
Yeah. So
Did I lose you again there, did I?
So
was it the word retention?
We've still got Wash Up With You.
Yeah. Should we play a record and do Wash Up With You?
Yeah, we'll play a bit of Aqualung then.
Aqualung! Depeche Mode there, and I Feel Loved. Who'd have thought Depeche Mode would have been that huge? I think I've seen little lads from Basildon with little plinky plonky sound. I thought that'd be it. They'd be like Visage or something. That'd be it. And now they're stadium rock fillers. They're huge. They've conquered America. He went through some hard times. He came out the other way. And well done.
But see, I think what you just said there is a very good example of why they are and why certain other bands aren't. Because if you think about it, for me, you see, whenever I think of a band name, if I see a new band's come along or whatever, I always use a very simple test, which is, can you imagine that you're the announcer at a huge event? Maybe it's like broadcasting around the world like Live Aid or
Nelson
something.
Mandela
Or it's a
concert.
Nelson Mandela Freedom concert.
Yeah.
And you can imagine someone
He's there.
Nelson's there.
Yeah, with the
Everyone's
Spice Girls.
Oh, they're all there. But you can imagine someone saying, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Depeche Mode.
Yeah. Rolling Stones. The Who.
Exactly. But you can imagine someone saying, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Visage.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome our headline act? Welcome Idlewild!
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Ned's Atomic Dustbin. It doesn't... Do you know what I mean? You just know.
The Levelers!
Some bands aren't going to make it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mega City 4. You know what I mean? It's
just a simple test. We'd like you to do that at
If
home.
you're thinking of starting a band, or you've just named your band, you're just beginning, just phone in, tell us, or email in, tell us what your band name is, and we will use that simple test.
And we will do the test. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage...
the Franken Walters!
Jimmy Eat World!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Cooper Temple Claws! I don't think it's going to happen for those lads.
Here's a good
It's
one.
a simple test, anyway. But
100 reasons, please welcome to the stage. 100 reasons.
100 reasons I think would work quite well. I'm just going to give the email address, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
You've got a real problem with Rick Wallow, haven't you?
He turns my stomach.
I know, but don't...
Because he's arrogant as well, though.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Don't explain to people that...
No, he is a bit arrogant.
It's his whole thing, that it's the whole package, so to speak, that you don't
Well, there's another thing in this quote, because
it's not just the fact that he eats too much.
He tried apparently to lose some weight, and he said the first month I lost 11 pounds, the next I lost a stone, but in the third my body did somersaults and I put on 9 pounds. I had a slip up. I can't say when, why or how, but it just sneaked up on me.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Don't believe it just sneaked up on
That
him.
body's never done a somersault in its life.
No, it just sneaked up on him.
Me, yeah.
It was the cakes again.
Yeah.
It was the same old cakes as before. It was exactly the same problem.
Sleep eating.
Yeah.
It's called.
It was the KFC bucket again. It was the family-sized KFC bucket for breakfast.
Dear. Poor man. The other thing is that I don't think that's a very good shock tactic for a doctor to tell a 20-something, well, to be honest, you've got 20 years to live.
Yeah.
That's not, you know, and when I was 20, the thought of dying at 40 was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't want to live to 40. I just thought, oh, what can you do when you're 40?
Yeah.
Just laying around doing nothing.
Eating cheese. And then you got there and you discovered...
No, but someone said...
The dream came true.
Sophie here sent me something and she says, I realise you're not Graham Norton, but I had to send you this. And she sent me the top of a little cream cheesy thing. And it's the brand name is Gervais.
How odd that is. Have you been... They've named a cheese after you.
I think it's a big French company, and this is from the Czech Republic. It's all over Europe, and so
that would be a dream come true, wouldn't it? If they named a cheese after you.
No, I think it's probably ancestors, and so I've cheeses in my blood.
Sure,
quite literally.
It literally is. Yeah, another heavy Friday night, was it?
It comes out of pores like those Play-Doh things. Yeah. I can squeeze out different shapes.
Jane, bring the Stilton in. It's Friday night.
This isn't fried.
Exactly.
But yeah, so we can't really have a go at Rick Waller. I eat too much, but
you're not big. I mean, one of the other contestants on the Fat Club, Celebrity Fat Club, is another one is Jono Coleman.
Oh, we love Jono.
Now Jono, I don't know, you know Jono. He's that guy who does. He used to be on TV, and I think he does a breakfast show on a rival station, doesn't he?
He's happy, isn't he?
He's so true, and he's a really nice bloke, Jono. But
it's funny because he does a breakfast show on Heart, which is wrecking his own. There's a bit of irony.
Oh, I love Karl.
Thanks, Karl.
Do you know what I mean?
I love you.
I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, that's good.
But we've met Jono a couple of times. We saw him at a couple of, not wishing to say not to show off, but a couple of awards dues.
Yeah, like that's showing off. But like people would have seen dead there.
Well, yeah, but we went to one where everyone was in like tuxedos or suits and ties. Not Jono. Jono was wearing a pair of Bermuda shorts,
big Bermuda shorts, knee-length Bermuda shorts with just these little.
But I saw him again another time, and he had shorts on at a similar event, and I've seen him since in the street, and he's all. I'm wondering if he can wear trousers. I don't think he can actually wear trousers. I don't know if there's a medical reason for that, whether he's just, his legs are too fat.
I think the material is a waste of money. I think it's just that you can get shorts that big and they're comfortable and, I mean, to be quite honest, I don't want to squeeze into a tuxedo anyway. So, if you can go, I'd love to turn up those things in Bermuda shorts.
Well, of course.
Flip-flops.
But do you think he started off by wearing, maybe he just had the upper half was a tuxedo with the tie and
then the shorts for
and the shorts underneath, and he would just have to come in, kind of sneak behind, a sideboard.
Potted plant.
Or a potted plant, or bring his kids ahead of him.
Yeah.
You know, you are wearing trousers, aren't you?
Of course I am, yeah.
In you go.
Kids move a bit. Well, no.
Exactly.
Of course I'm wearing trousers. Why would I?
Wearing trousers.
And they just thought, this isn't fooling anyone.
So now I'm going to make a wacky effort to sort of,
The next zone is, I've heard he's going in a grass skirt and a garland around his, and he's going to come in limboing.
But you did ask if you could go to the BAFTAs in a dressing gown, didn't you?
Just for ease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of. What do you mean your fortunes are on the up? Anyway, DJing.
Well, I'll tell you, I was hired. Well, I say hired. I did it as a favour to a friend. His wedding the other week. And I got there, I was thinking, because everyone had their little role to play, and then people were doing a good job.
I love you taking it seriously.
And I spent ages putting together some CDs, special selection CDs.
I love that!
Because what I did was I burned them on iTunes.
Did you turn up with your own headphones round your neck?
Own headphones, wearing a suit, but headphones.
Metal case.
Didn't need it, just had them all in one small box.
Brilliant.
Boom. I thought this is good stuff. I got some classics here.
Give me an example. Give me an example of that, like the first hour, the warm-up hour.
Rick, I'm coming straight in with Frankie Valli, Oh What a Night.
Brilliant track.
I mean, when those beats start at the beginning, who's not getting on the dance floor? Wait a minute, what's this following it up?
Go on.
It's the Jacksons.
What, I Want You Back?
I Want You Back.
Brilliant. It sounds good at the moment, Karl.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, at least I'm gonna roar this, because they laid on a good spread. The ceremony was nice, food was nice. I'm thinking this is going to be the piece de resistance.
Yeah.
Alarm bell started ringing.
Why?
When I realised there was a marquee outside. Of course, it's a balmy summer evening. I'm stuck inside on the dance floor inside. I'm thinking I'm going to be struggling here to get them in. Even with flavours like this, I thought I'd struggle, Rick. So I'm sat there in my suit. I'm sat behind this little DJ console. I've got all the big numbers. There's one or two people making some token effort, but frankly, most people are outside everywhere. I was livid. Of course, they couldn't hear it out there. So I was playing to an empty room, really, and I was furious. I was absolutely furious. Because, I mean, what is, you know, they're wasting my time. They're wasting, now I could have just stuck the CD on and
They're
gone out there,
wasting
couldn't I?
Frankie Vallis.
Frankie Vallis
They're
time.
wasting the Jackson 5's
They're
time.
wasting, you know, D-Light's time.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm sat there, and there's a couple of people making a cursory effort. Mainly when they come to get a drink from the bar, they might have a little quick, you know, couple of twos.
You shout, we don't want your
Not
lot.
interested.
All of your no
All
one.
of your no one at all. And then there's a microphone set up because people have been doing speeches. This little girl gets on the mic, right? It's being funneled through the speaker system. So every time I put my headphones on,
Miss Dynamite, was it?
It wasn't sadly Miss Dynamite, although she decided to have a little go at MCing. She was screeching her little head
How
off.
old is she?
Oh, I don't know, 8 or 9, at their most annoying. when children are at their most annoying, because they got a bit of confidence there, they're a bit cocky, they're not shy anymore, they're a bit arrogant.
Yeah.
She's screeching her head off, so I'm playing, you know, and she doesn't know it.
your face!
I'm playing Into the Groove, no one's getting into the groove, because she's going mental, she's just going, what's this, I don't know what this is, play something I know. I'm thinking, I haven't got any bloody DJ Otsu or Crazy Frog, I'm not going to play what you... So she's just screeching along, ruining it for everyone. And I say everyone, there was no one there, so me, she was ruining it for me.
I bet you were really
I'm
angry.
furious. But of course as well, every time she screeched, it went through my headphones. So of course and then her dad comes along, right? And I'm thinking, all right, he's
I
seen
can
what's
just
happening.
imagine you in your suit, sweating, getting annoyed at someone
Maybe.
ruining your set that no one's listening
no
to.
one's listening to. I think, her dad's coming over. He's going to put pay to this. He's realised that, you know, she's causing a disturbance. He comes over there, joins in.
No.
Sits her on his lap. He's just saying, hey, she's having a well of a time. I'm thinking I'm furious. I'm thinking it's his responsibility to shut her up. He's not
Yeah,
going to do anything.
I
What can I
agree.
do? I can't step in.
No.
And I know very well that if I interfere, he's going to say, oh, well, she's enjoying herself and no one's dancing anyway, and we'd have just got into a fracas.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to start a fight.
No. Because
So,
I don't know, but he'd have knocked you out, wouldn't he?
Someone would have got knocked out. And I'm not saying who it would have been, but, you know, but to bear in mind, Rick, there would have been 2 of them. And so I didn't want to get into a fight with him. And anyway, so I'm playing. Anyway, so my friend came along. He realised what was happening, and I didn't have the guts to unplug the microphone because he'd have known. You see.
Yeah.
So I got my friend to do it when she had her back turned. So he pulled the plug out. The microphone went dead. She went, "What's going on?" I went, "I don't know what you're talking about." I said, "I don't know." She said, "Where the microphone's at?" I said, "You must have broken it." I don't know what's going on. Someone will probably make you pay for that. And anyway, at least we shut her up.
That is great!
But it really went from bad to worse. And you know, there's that thing when you panic, you start panicking, so you're putting on a lot of flavours that you would have saved till the last hour.
What are we talking? Boom, boom, shake, shake,
exactly,
boom?
you're throwing him in early. Love Shack's coming on way too soon.
Really?
Oh, Love Shack before 11. It's heresy, but I had to do it. But anyway, in the end, I made the bride go and get some people in. I said, look, it's your special night, all right, and they're going to enjoy this.
I'll be honest, love, this is a washout, and it's up to you
Exactly.
to turn this wedding around, or I'm walking.
I'm walking, and I tell you, they're going to have a sour memory of this evening unless you
so
bring some
go
people
and
in.
get everyone in dancing.
So she got him in at the end. And,
Brilliant.
And I'll tell you this, Karl. I mean, I don't know what you say, but they were loving it. They were absolutely loving it. A bloke came over and said, have you got Amarillo? I said, no, but I put on something even better, Delilah. Wedding crowds always go for Delilah. A song, of course, about old man killing his wife, but it always goes down very well, strangely, at weddings. They get into a sort of hokey-cokey thing. They went berserk for it. And I was following it up with, I had the monkeys, I had all sorts going on.
Brilliant.
Of course, you know what happens. I'm going great guns. People are absolutely loving it. They're rocking it. I throw in, I had something cracking on at the end. Come On Eileen, of course, was on. People were going berserk for it.
Which is unfortunate because the bride's name was Eileen.
Yeah. And then the bride pipes up. I'm throwing the bouquet. So they all traipse off outside again. I was furious.
Oh, no.
I plugged the microphone back in. I said, what are you doing? We got, but they went out. Then, of course, you can't get them back once they've done that because all the women are running around. I got the thing. And then they got to wave everyone off, throw the confetti.
They ruined your day.
I was having a great time and they ruined it.
She ruined your special day.
She ruined my special night.
Oh, no.
You know, it's on her head.
What would you put on about now, Karl?
What if I was DJing?
Yeah.
Probably a bit of world party.
Go on.
Interesting.
Into films and that. It's just that I only, I've just got the 5 channels and flicking about. And I'm not impressed. I mean, I can understand why more people listen to radio and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, not this one, but go on.
Well, when was it? When was the last time I sort of sat down and had time? Because I'm always busy doing stuff and that.
Sure. Moaning takes up about 3 hours a day.
When did Wimbledon finish?
A couple of weeks ago.
Right. Found myself sat there, right? I'm not having a go. I know we've stopped Cheeky Freak of the Week and all that, right? So I'm not going to be having a go.
Christ,
I sat there.
I'm scared.
No, I'm not having a go. You've always got to remember that.
Go
I'm
on, just get on with it. Get on with it. I'll apologise after.
I'm just saying, watching Wimbledon, it wasn't, you know, one of the major games. It was little fellas in a wheelchair having a game.
Little fellas in a wheelchair.
Right.
But for me, I mean, you know, great. They're doing a sport and everything. Don't put it on the telly.
What was up with it?
There wasn't like a rally going on. No, do you know what I mean? Do you know normally,
Christ.
like with well, not Tim Enman, but with some of the other with some of the other players and that, they're playing for ages, aren't they? It's like, oh, who's going to win this and that?
Yeah.
None of that. It was just like, hit it, net.
Oh, Christ! Oh, God! I don't know what to do!
And people were like sat there watching it as well when they've got other games going on in there. That's what I couldn't understand. If you've paid your money to get
God.
in,
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, good on them if they. Do you know what I mean? But it would have been. I
And
don't
they
know.
all start first in the marathon.
I just thought it would have, you know, give them a game of swing ball or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I understand.
Oh, God!
Yeah.
There's never anything on.
XFM in the community.
Let's play a tune. Ricky Gervais, Ricky Gervais.
Don't put my name to this last link. Don't put my name to this last link.
Ricky.Gervais, xfm.co.uk.
Oh.
Magic, Virgin, if you're listening, we are available probably sooner than we thought.
Oasis and Songbird. It's a nice little ditty
It's all right, yeah.
of a
It's not too
Saturday.
bad. Yes, thank you.
XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. I think we should go straight into it, Karl. I think we should do the competition. There's Karl in the corner.
It seems a little premature.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I
Do you
think
reckon
so.
it's so good? It's
Yeah,
so good. We
exactly.
should tease it out of them.
Well, it's a big thing.
It's just that I've got absolutely nothing to say.
Sure.
I haven't really.
Well, I mean, like often I know you all have spoken to Karl in the week. This week, for some reason, I've been speaking to him.
Oh, right.
I spoke briefly to him about Michael Jackson and the documentary.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I thought that was extraordinary.
Amazing,
and I asked
amazing
Karl's
piece of
opinion.
work. Yeah.
And he didn't mention to me the fact that Michael Jackson likes to climb up in trees.
No.
He didn't mention anything about his bizarre relationship with children. He didn't mention anything about his obsessive billionaire spending sprees.
Right.
He didn't mention anything about the mannequins he has in his thing, or the fact that he drives around his sort of 7 hotel suites in Las Vegas in a little kind of old people's scooter. The only thing of note for Karl was he said to me, "Did you notice how big his hands are?"
I tell you what, though, I did.
What? Yeah, how you look at the man's got like a face that he's had reconstructed. Well, I can't
know.
say that. It's libelous.
Yeah,
But,
he hasn't.
He's got
he's
an
had two nose
face.
jobs. Yeah,
And you're
but
looking at his hands.
But I think it's because you look at him and he looks a bit like there's a bit of androgyny there, but it's sort of like it is quite a petite sort of old lady's face in a way. But then you see these labourers' hands come out. That's always the way with a tranny, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Well, you can't accuse him of being a tranny.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
What are you saying?
No, I know
He's got enough issues. Now you're accusing him of being a tranny.
I like him. I thought he came out that brilliant. I thought it was really. I really felt sorry for him. No, I think he cleared up a few things as far as I'm concerned. I thought it was a fascinating piece of work, but I did like the shopping spree. That was great.
Extraordinary, 'cause he's
just
got
going
such
around
bad
just
taste.
pointing. I know it was bad taste, wasn't it? It was like one of those bazaar shops. You know what I mean? There's anything sort of a gift shop, but they're trying to make it look like Ming.
But and
And
if
it's sprayed gold.
If he'd been living in a trailer park, he'd have been ordering, one of those porcelain dolls dressed like a Harley Davidson
I know,
bike
yeah.
rider, or an Elvis commemorative plate. It was the kind of billionaire equivalent of that.
But the hands were a giveaway. It's the same as those sort of
What do you mean the hands
transvestites.
were a
Well,
giveaway?
it's like you get
What was it about his hands? I didn't
Well,
even see
you know
his
when you
hands.
get like a cab driver or something, right? And he decides to turn transvestite about 60, and he goes on Kilroy. Do you know what I mean? It's that way. He got a twin set of pearls, and he goes, "I've never felt so comfortable." But his hands are still big. He's got a little wig, and he's got the lipstick on, and he's with his teenage kids who are going, "Kill me."
Do you think he's been having surgery on his hands to make them larger?
Bigger, yeah.
Is that why he was wearing that glove through most of the
Exactly, because
yeah.
but I think he wants to be a goalkeeper.
Right.
And they said, well, you can't, Michael, you got a big hands.
It would help him climb the trees.
Yeah. And he can play tennis now without a racket.
Yeah.
So,
what did you make of it, Karl? Were you intrigued?
The Michael Jackson thing. It's, it was all right.
Now, it reminds me, talking of gnomes, he said to me in the week, he went, did you see that programme on telly last night about dwarves and fellas without legs nicking cars? And I went, no. He went, oh, it's amazing, right? Because they haven't got legs and that. They scoot along and they can nip into a car like the Dukes of Hazzard.
Explain more, Carl.
No, you see, I didn't see it. Someone else told me about it.
Oh!
That's what I said to you. I said, did you see it? Because I missed it. And it's about these little fellas who specialise in car nicking. And the thing I wanted to know is, because this lad who sort of only watched half of it.
Is he like you?
Well, I said, I can understand how it's easy to get in, but then how do you get away? Because you can't reach the pedals.
Yeah.
Can there be two of them?
But presumably he opens the car for someone else.
What is it?
What do you mean?
What? So he's steering and he's like, right, press the brake a bit.
And then there's one that's just legs, but without the top half.
I don't understand how this helps them, though. Why does this make it easier for them to steal
Because they can
cars?
just get through the window really quickly, like in the Dukes of Hazzard.
Why?
Because their legs don't get in the way.
Right.
Do they just run? And just...
But what do you mean, the window? I mean, what? So someone's driving along...
No, I didn't see it.
And
This is
leaves
why
the
I'm
window
asking
open?
you. I didn't see
Do they
it.
leap in when there's someone still driving the car?
I don't know.
Well, there's too many things left unanswered here. I can't go over
maybe someone's seen
Christmas
it and they
not
can
know.
email in. But that's sort of...
This panicked you anyway, I imagine.
I bet you were gutted you missed that programme, weren't you?
Well, I'm interested in stuff like that because I like learning, which gets us on to educating Ricky.
Oh, excellent.
We've had a good year of stuff, teaching
We have,
stuff.
well, yeah, I've learned a lot.
Can you remember any of the
Of course I
highlights?
can. There was a deaf girl and she hit her head and she could hear.
Yeah.
There was also some people who ate tomatoes thought they were poisonous on lead. There was also a doctor who gave a blood transfusion with some parrots from the pet store.
Yeah.
Because the doctor in America, and it was the olden days when the lines were bad, said give him his parents' blood, and the doctor this side thought said give him some parrot's blood. So that was true, and that educated
That
me.
was fact. What have you got for us?
Well, we've only got two because I've taught you about jellyfish today that we need them. So we've only got two things to go at, and I give them a little headline so you remember them to make them snappy. The two headlines you've got: oh, what a catastrophe.
Okay.
And the second one is, well, you'd think it'd be Bughead, wouldn't you?
What?
Well, you'd think it'd be Bughead, wouldn't you?
You'd think it beat
No, you'd think it'd be.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be Buggered, wouldn't you?
Bughead.
Bughead.
This can't be. If this is anything with a bug living without a head, I'm not interested because we've done it. All you've done is fun.
Let's just do what a catastrophe.
So it is that. Do I do that
give
one
us the
first?
Bughead one.
Which one are we
No,
doing?
do the Bughead one.
Right, well, the Bughead one. Well, we've talked a lot about animals and that, haven't we, without heads.
Surprisingly, we have. I think a disproportionate amount on it.
If you're a new listener and this is the first time you've listened, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, we've done all that. We've covered worms, the way if you cut their head off it grows back if you don't cut too high above its neck. We've covered
The chicken.
the fella who blinked.
Yeah. I can't go into it again.
Right.
Let's not go into it again.
We've had the chicken with no head that lived for 8 months.
Yeah.
And we've had
And we've had the
cockroaches.
cockroaches living for a week without an head.
Right, okay.
Well, it's a bit more on the cockroach front, really.
Right.
They've found, right, that if you get a cockroach and you cut its head off,
Yeah.
right, and then you find a cockroach that's still got its head, but it hasn't got any legs,
Right.
right, it's not over for both of them, right? Because what you can do, you get the one that's got the legs
Right.
with no head,
Yeah.
sort of running around, get the one with the head, sit it on top of it,
Right.
get a little tube
Okay.
so that the fluids...
So is this auntie's go out of the
Let him
room?
finish.
This is like Blue Peter.
Let him
You could get this for Christmas.
Right, you get
Yeah.
a little tube, you sit that on top so the bodily fluids are still running between the two.
Right.
The head of the one on the top will control the feet of the one on the bottom.
Okay.
What about
Good.
And will it continue to live?
that? Yeah.
Okay, you don't know that for sure, do you? You're just guessing.
That was just a
No,
question out of the blue he wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think of that?
Good, yeah, it's great. Yeah, just a primitive nervous system that can, yeah.
Did you expect us to be more impressed and excited by that? Did you fall off your chair when you read that? Did you literally topple off? Going,
Did you
"Whoa," like a cartoon?
think you were going to be the Frankenstein of the insect world?
Yeah.
No, I just was thinking if they can do that, you know,
With them, can they do it with humans?
Because I also did a bit of research
course
on...
you did.
Did you have the
sort of conclusion that apart from the moral aspect of it, that the human was probably more complicated than...
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Things move on, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Science, Rick.
You know, I had Binatone as a kid. Now they've got PlayStation 2, and the difference in 10 years
They
is
have
amazing.
found that if you lose your head, a cockroach can live normally on your body, but not the other way around. Your head on it cannot control its legs because it's too complicated for your brain.
Well,
So, yeah.
Well, then other research, because I thought if you don't learn from that, I'll give you something else for free, right?
Go on.
Free. That they can clone people. The only reason they don't do it, right? Say if like Ricky needed a lung, right? They could clone you and make you the same. But the only reason they don't want to do it is because it'd be a bit horrible, wouldn't it? So
and it would take sort of 18 years for me to get an adult lung.
And there's all kinds of moral implications.
yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? You hadn't thought of that?
Because lest we forget, Rick, he ended with the only reason they don't do it is because it's a bit horrible and that. Which scientist said that?
Right, let's
That's
leave
a
that then.
quote.
Right.
I'm just not
That's not it. That's not the other one.
That's it.
No. That was just, you know.
We've got another one to come.
Oh, I
Teach us
can't wait.
the headline again. What was the headline
The
again?
headline, oh, what a catastrophe.
Looking forward to that.
Mark.
Yeah, a bit more counsel. This is from his covers album. This is called Snowbird. Here's the first one. They're not fascinating, Carl, but I'm just interested on your take, really.
Yeah.
What do you make of Cilla Black quitting Blind Date after her husband sent a message from beyond the grave? Are you familiar with
I
this
didn't
story?
know that. What's that?
She went to see a medium, and supposedly her husband passed on information through the medium, which was incredibly vague, but persuaded her to quit live on air.
Well, it's about time, isn't it? If even dead people are saying, enough's enough. But I'll tell you what, though, talking about ghosts and that, do you know how I'm into them?
Yeah.
Right? How weird do you think this is, right?
Well, it's not true. Before you say it, play a record.
No, go on.
Go on.
Right, it's this woman. I don't even know if it's ghost, really. It's just a bit weird.
Yeah, sure.
There's this woman, and she's not a woman, she's a kid.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
She's walking down like a street in her area. It's a nice day and everything. Everything's normal. She's walking down, and a woman comes up, cycling past, right? The woman on the bike looks at the kid, absolutely terrified, right? Got a really scary face on her.
Yeah.
The kid's thinking, why is she doing that?
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, she thinks nothing of it, goes, you know, I think she was playing in the park or whatever, goes and has a nice day. About 15 years later...
Oh, right, yeah.
She's, I don't know, I think she was going to work, right, on a bike.
She was riding her own bike.
Riding her own bike, cycling down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Looks at the kid. That's the thing that happened, like, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
It's her on the bike looking at her as a kid.
Right.
What is it?
Not another child.
No. So it's her, she's seen herself.
Carl? I mean, I don't know where to start.
Firstly, where's this information come from?
But I mean, why do you ever? I mean, I don't know what part of that you think can be true. I mean, honest. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. What are you talking about?
Bit weird, though, isn't it?
But it's not true.
It didn't happen. Nothing happened like that.
She said it did.
Well, she's wrong.
She said she saw herself.
She saw herself as a kid, didn't she?
Did she carry on riding
And as an
cars?
adult when she was a kid.
Did she stop and talk to herself, or did she ride on by and think, that's a bit weird, there's me as an 8-year-old. I won't stop, I'll be late for work.
Yeah. If I'm late again, the boss said he'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's,
And where is this information? Did it happen to someone you know?
No,
You overheard it on the bus?
no, it was in the 14 Times.
Ah, right. Well,
Okay.
that's the answer.
Good.
We've
Okay.
got to the bottom of that.
Right, good.
Acid, I would sort you out with some science.
Brilliant. I forgot the puns in mine, didn't I? I forgot the puns. Go on.
Right, so, you asked to sort of be taught some science and that last week after being taught about war, so, did some research. And, there's a few things, I think we'll just cover one of them now.
Go on.
We talked a lot about hairy kids.
We have discussed
I
that a
love
lot.
the fact that Simon Sharma has never started a programme like that. The Jacobites. We've talked a lot about hairy kids. Go on.
It's a little bit. I mean, it's not your traditional science stuff, but it's still interesting, and it's a little bit. You know, it's still.
Yeah, we've talked about hairy kids. We have disproportionately, honestly. I think this show's talked about hairy kids more than any other radio show.
Well, it's one that.
Sorry, I noticed both of you there dropped the H or the H or however.
I had to.
So airy
kids,
hairy, hairy children, not sort of airy, kind of light-headed or.
Yeah.
Well, there was the case of the one who lived in China.
Yeah.
And
which was weird for two reasons, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, go on.
One was like it was covered in hair.
That's already weird.
And the doctor sort of checked him over and said, "Well, yeah, he is hairy, but he's quite healthy. Apart from he had a little bit of eczema and a boil." That was the main bit of the story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But this one, right? We have sort of talked about it, and you weren't having any of it at the time.
What?
This next bit of science I'm telling you about.
Go on
then. Right. Remember when I told you about a lad? He was living at home with his mum and dad. Right. Everything's normal life. Go to school, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Then I think his mum and dad had an argument, and it kicked off a bit. And he thought, I'm sick of this. It's happening all the time now. They kept having arguments. So the kid ran off into the woods.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
God.
Now he left. He went and ran in the woods, and he ended up living with some monkeys.
Right.
Right? And he thought, this isn't a bad life, there's no arguments going on.
Sure.
He was getting on with them. And the weird thing
bananas.
is, this is where the science bit comes in.
Oh, sure.
He grew a load of hair on his body.
That's not true. It's not true.
It is true.
It's an acquired characteristic.
I bet someone will back me up on this.
But no, you can't. You can't grow hair like that. You might get a little bit more down here. They might the erectile tissue might, they won't fall out as much. That would, but you don't actually grow a big mane if you're cold and you're a human.
Well, he did. This lad did. I know it sounds a bit strange and that, but he was living with the monkeys, and because it was cold, his body reacted to it.
Listen. He was no hairier than he would have been if he was walking around naked on a cold day, with or without living with monkeys.
The fact that he was living with monkeys makes no difference.
No, I know, but I'm trying to get, picture it in your head what it's like.
Although Mickey Dolenz was always pretty hairy.
Right? So he was living with them, and he went into town or something one day to get some food, and the people there were like, hang on a minute, that isn't a monkey.
He went in naked.
No, he was there covered in hair.
Yeah, but naked, but covered in hair. So it was decent. It was.
Yeah. But they that was the weird thing. They thought it was a monkey in the shop. And then
so presumably he had a big long beard as well, because he couldn't shave, could he?
No, he just covered. He looked like a monkey.
And they were happy to serve the monkey, were they? There's a monkey. He's buying a newspaper and some milk.
How did he walk, Karl? Did he walk upright or whistling along?
The picture that I saw on the internet, he was on all fours, but I don't know if that's when he was running away after they'd sort of, realised he was a kid. But this was a picture.
So he was a kid as well. He wasn't even like an adult with a beard.
No, he was a kid.
Brilliant.
And
the beard kicked in a little bit.
So listen, so the people caught him.
You're an idiot.
The people caught him, shaved him, right? Got it all off, didn't grow back again.
Right.
You're an idiot.
Well, like I say, people will have heard this story or read about it.
You're an idiot.
And they'll email in, they don't let me down.
And they'll agree that you're an idiot.
No, they'll have seen the story.
You're an idiot.
So that's a little bit of science.
You're an idiot. Libertines, Time for Heroes, and XFM 104.9. Right, okay, so have you got anything that is science as opposed to nonsense?
Well,
Kid went off with some monkeys, grew hair, came back, shaved him, it didn't grow back. I mean, just think. Right, something else.
There's a few things I found.
Yeah.
There's a fella...
Oh, God.
Who had hiccups for 69 years. That was a bit annoying.
Yeah.
There's the dog with the wig that we've discussed.
Imagine if you just tuned in.
Yeah.
There's the dog with the wig that we've already discussed.
Did we discuss that?
Not really.
Did I not tell you what he said? I did, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What else have we got? Well, there's something here that you sort of know.
Is this going out live?
Yeah, this is happening, right?
Go on.
But remember when you talked about sponges?
Yeah.
If you get a red sponge and a blue sponge...
You liquidise them, pour them back into a tank. After a few hours, they know which was which, and they reform as a red sponge and a blue sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird when you told me.
Yeah.
Looked it up, did a bit of research.
Yeah.
Thought that's sort of sciencey.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing with a mouse's brain.
Okay. Explain a bit more.
No, you can't.
If you get a dead mouse,
Yeah.
put its brain into a blender, you know, blend it up, leave it standing for a bit.
Making that up, aren't you? You're confusing this. You've watched Nigella Lawson make some sort of pudding.
No.
What do you mean? It won't work with the brain.
Well, it does with a. I mean, not human brain. Don't be trying that.
Although,
no, a mouse one, a mouse one.
And what happens?
It sort of reforms, goes back together again. No, you know, because apparently it's made up of the same stuff as.
But it doesn't, does it? Because if it's dead, if it's a dead brain, the cells can't act anyway. The fact the sponge is that it doesn't kill the cells, it liquidises them, it doesn't kill the cells.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be a dead brain anyway. It would have to be a live brain taken out from a live mouse for the cells to be getting oxygen and working and being sensitive to each other. And that, I don't see how that could work like it does in sponges.
I mean, do you know what I mean?
You're not a scientist.
I've just sort of read it and gone, oh, that's interesting, I'll tell Ricky and Steve about it.
Yeah.
You're
You've
quizzing
not
me as if I've come up with it.
No.
Someone else has done it and said
Yeah.
it works.
Sure.
So I'm not...
Do
I'm not-
you think ghosts are behind it, or do you think there's a scientific explanation for it?
No, it's just one of them weird things, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's your sort of science covered for this
Yeah.
week.
Well, that was another barnstorming feature from Karl Pilkington.
Is that it? Is that the two things you got
Thanks
this
very
week?
much for that.
Well, I mean, they're
There's nothing behind them. Do you know what I mean by this? There's not like a weight of intellect behind these facts.
Why don't you make that your science project for this week? Find a dead mouse somewhere, Karl, and a blender. We'll bring that in next week. We'll do it live on air. See what happens.
Oh.
Well,
Do you feel sort of let down a little bit sometimes with our reactions?
Well, what are you expecting us to do? What are you expecting us to just like look at you, open-mouthed, staring at you in awe?
just like go, oh God, yeah, where did you find that out? And like,
Yeah, but
you know,
if
We know,
asked,
we
you
know.
never tell us.
We know where you found it out. You looked on the internet and a strange homemade website by a maniac somewhere, who puts on stupid things that he heard through Chinese whispers. That's where you get your information from. I doubt that anything you've ever come up with is verified. If it is, it's luck.
but what do you expect me to do for you? Do you know what I mean? I'm just.
You know, I'd like to know what the source of the information is. I'd like it to be, you know, a research study by the University of Columbia, rather than, you know, a guy who calls himself Mr. Pickles. On a website somewhere, www.lunatics.com.
I mean, oh God.
Some kind of evidence. Do you know what I mean?
I must warn you now, you know that Steven Spielberg thing's coming, Taken? Yeah? About alien abduction. When you watch it, just remember this, it's not a documentary. Okay?
All right. And
All right.
You remember E.T.? We were discussing that earlier. You know that's not fact. It's actual fact.
Brilliant. Black Star Radiohead from the Bends on XFM 104.9.
Rick John has emailed in.
Yeah.
It looks here like he's maybe trawled the web himself. I mean, I don't know if people just immediately leap onto the web every time Karl says something in his defence.
I think our listeners are always on the web.
Yeah. Anyway, he seems like he's reprinted here a news story, which seems to confirm Karl's Monkey Boy story.
Yeah, what was the news
Doctors
story?
baffled by boy 6 covered in ape-like hair. Doctors in Kazakhstan are baffled after finding a 6-year-old boy covered in ape-like hair.
Yeah.
The boy, called Ablay, was found in a remote mountain village close to the Chinese border. He's covered in thick hair from head to toe and has an oval-shaped skull. Doctors suspect nuclear radiation or a genetic disorder may be responsible.
Fine.
But this is an interesting bit here.
But sorry, it's not that you could have genetic defects. I've seen lots of people born with long noses, 5 feet, etc. I'm saying
You've
that
been
he
to
wasn't
Bristol,
normal. he wasn't normal, and then went to live with monkeys and grew the hair.
Well,
that's
no,
my
true.
point.
But it says his mother and father are distant relatives. Such marriages are common in the Kazakhstan mountain hamlets. Now, the village elders were consulted as to what to do with him, right? Now, these are the village elders. These are the wise men of the village. These are people, presumably, that all year long are telling the village how to live, how to survive.
Yeah, you're
what
in
to
charge
do.
because you've lived longest.
Yeah, exactly. You presumably are solving any kind of moral conundrums,
Yeah.
any sort of awkward things. Do you know what they suggested that they do with their hairy son?
Go on.
Send him to the circus.
The Carl's nodding.
Put him in the circus. That was what they suggested, and the mother actually wanted him to go to school.
Instead, there's I don't know, school or circus. I don't know. We don't know what's better for him.
Exactly.
I'm not sure.
We must consult the elders.
What do you think, Karl?
It's not a bad life, is it?
What, the circus?
Yeah.
Well, you ran
Kids will
away
love
from it.
Kids will love it. But remember that thing that I saw about that fella who, I don't know if we should talk about it really. It's a bit...
Go on. Tell us now. You've hooked me. Come on. You can say it. It's okay. What, are you worried that it might be insulting to someone?
Well, it's not nice, but...
Well, you're not taking the mickey out of it. You're telling us... Go on.
It's just... It was in that book again that you got me. You know, the book full of weird people.
Go on.
And things that are wrong with them, and hairy people, and...
Yeah.
Lad with 3 legs and that. There's a fella... basically just a head and a little body on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Right? Picture of him having a shave. And he was shaving with his mouth bit.
With his tongue.
Like that on the radio.
Yeah.
Just like-
Karl is now doing an impression of a man shaving with his mouth.
Yeah. Well, it's just a head, bear in mind. He's doing an impression. Imagine a head with a very tiny body on a skateboard shaving with its tongue. That's what Karl was doing.
And he was depressed because he kept getting hats for Christmas.
But if you were him, you would just grow a beard, wouldn't you, rather than...
Oh,
Well, rather than go through all
But you
that
get
hassle.
it caught in the wheels of his skateboard. For its own good.
I do want to trial this new film quiz we've got because it's. I mean, I'm excited. I think it's the best competition we've come up with. To be quite honest. I mean, Karl, you agree, don't you?
It's all right, yeah.
Yeah. It's a film-based quiz.
Right.
We'll play you a clip from a classic film. I can tell you the film we're going to play. It's The Sixth Sense.
Right.
And there'll be a question afterwards, and you can win The Sixth Sense
On DVD.
Yeah, not the ability to sort of tell when someone's behind you, but just
No.
the film. You know. Do you believe in sort of like extrasensory sort of perception and stuff, Karl?
Ghosts and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Not ghosts, no, the fact that people maybe can sense, beings.
There was a woman in on the Christian's breakfast show, right?
Yeah.
Blind woman.
Right.
Clairvoyant.
Her name?
Forgot. But she was a bit useless.
She's a bit useless.
I'm always worried about what's going to come out of
I'm
Karl's
worried
mouth.
what you mean. What?
Do you know what I mean?
She's a bit rubbish at being a clairvoyant.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I think if you're not that good at something, don't go on the radio and do it.
Karl, you better leave.
So what? Sorry.
Well, she was saying.
So
like,
what was the relevance of her being blind? What was that for? What did you
I
tell me?
just thought it was a bit weird. I think she was using that because the fact that she can't see living people, but she can contact the dead ones.
Yeah.
It's a bit
I'm
weird.
sorry. This is XFM 104.9.
No, but I'm just not
Once
listening
again,
to you.
Karl's opinions do not necessarily reflect anyone.
Those of any human being.
Any other person alive today.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Karl.
but
So
listen.
how did she demonstrate her clairvoyance?
Right,
And why was it not very convincing?
She was sat in the chair you're at, right? And people called up and said,
I sensed that.
Weird.
They called up and they said, right, can you have a word with me, Gran?
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, she's dead, isn't she? And it's like, yeah. He goes, oh, and everyone's like, oh, she knows her stuff.
It was 50-50 to be fair.
Yeah, and especially with a gran, because the person sounded about 35, so the chances are they haven't got a gran anymore.
Yeah.
And it was just
Unless it's the fellas from Busted, because they, in the year 3000, they've only got to a great-great-granddaughter, and that's 1,000 years, so presumably, they can live a lot longer.
Yeah. I just wasn't convinced anyway. I don't want to diss her because, she came in and she did her stuff, and if people believe in it, I'm not going to put it down, but it just was a little bit odd.
You believe in it? You just think she didn't have the real power, as opposed to it being rubbish.
No, whatever. But yeah, I don't know what we were talking about there. So we've got the film thing going.
Right, competition time. Brand new competition we've come up with. My favourite we've ever done, I'll be honest. And a great prize, The Sixth Sense. You get a clip of a great film, and then you get to keep the great film. Now, I'll just explain this competition. I think Karl is a little bit of a frustrated actor. And so, by the power of technology, Karl takes the role in a film. And there's a question about it afterwards. This is a scene starring Karl Pilkington from The Sixth Sense.
Jeez, I hope nobody got hurt.
Be all right?
You're very quiet.
I'm just thinking about stuff. That's all.
You're mad I missed the play, aren't you?
A little bit annoyed, to be honest. Went down a storm playing the drums in Little Donkey, but your loss.
I'd give anything to have been there.
Well, you wouldn't, because you didn't. But like I say, it's your loss, isn't it? Anyway, I'm just quiet because I'm thinking about stuff, like I said. Right? I'll make a big deal out of it.
What is it?
Well, I was just thinking, what would happen, right, if you put a chameleon on a mirror? How would it handle that? It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Oh, you're scaring me.
That's scaring you. This'll scare you, right? The other day, saw two old men sat there having a Twix. You never see that, do you? Old fella having a Twix.
You see ghosts, Cole?
No, just the old fellas having a Twix, but...
They talk to you?
No.
They tell you to do things?
No, because they were too busy eating, but... What's that got to do? What are you looking like that for? Do you think I'm some sort of freak or something? Is that...
I would never think that about you.
Well...
Ever.
No.
Got it?
All right.
Well,
it's a very chilling scene, that.
that is great. Oh, that is fantastic.
It's a very spooky scene from the film The Sixth Sense. Rick, I think you've got a question.
Well, yeah, I mean, Karl played it wonderfully there, the role of the child that sees weird stuff. But who played the original role? What was the name of the child actor who played the original role?
It's email only, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. You can win a copy of The Sixth Sense. But I think we can probably play it again later for those that missed it, or those that caught the tail end, or those that need another reminder.
Yeah, you got to get your, it's 15, 20 minutes, get your answers in. We'll pick a lucky winner, and then we'll play it again, because I think that I think Karl can go to Hollywood with some of the things I've seen there.
Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'm going to play a track now. We tried to play it a couple of weeks ago, but it jumped. I got a new CD of it. It's Papa Garcia, and this is Natalie and Nusi. Letter to Hermione, David Bowie off Space Oddity album, XFM 104.9. See, I don't know where. I thought you'd sort of learnt a little bit, Karl, what is an interesting fact and what might just be a mentalist online. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what point we're making here? Why the truth is so much more even a little bit, even something that's just, mild, but is definitely the truth, is so much more interesting than just wish fulfillment of truth. To me, if it starts with there was this ghost, right, it's not interesting. You could say anything. There was this ghost that could turn custard into wine. It doesn't matter. There was this ghost that had 9 heads. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There was this
Carl's looking at you going, there's a ghost that can turn custard into wine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say after that. There's a ghost that can swallow alligators whole. The premise means it's not true to me. Do you know what I mean? It's like people say, you know what? God, right? He's incredible. I'll stop you there. The fact that he can make the earth in 7 days, well, you've lost me already. Do you know what I mean? Whereas someone says something like, a cockroach can live 5 days without a head, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Right.
Do you think when you die, they say you're a ghost? This is going to amaze you. You can go and you can spook people out.
Yeah.
Do you like custard? Come over here.
No. Well, if you don't, you don't. Do you like wine? Of course I do. Oh, you are going to love it.
You're going to love being dead. I'm a bit annoyed. I've lost all my loved ones.
Yeah. Do you see what I mean? It's what your sort of beliefs are based on. Mine are sort of on, I suppose, logic and science. And so I'm amazed by the world. And
so the Iceman, why does that amaze you? What's like, ooh...
Well, they found some part of our preserved past. It's interesting. Again, I'm amazed by anthropology and evolution.
Yeah, it's just that line on its own like that. They found an Iceman is great, but then it went on, and it's going on about they've had to get different people involved to find out how old it was. Because first of all, the story started off right, an old fellow on holiday somewhere. Where did they find it? In Sweden or something? and he was walking in the hills. And
He was walking
in the hills.
in heels. Was he a transvestite?
In the mountains.
Oh, right.
In the hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's walking about, and he sees this body in the snow, and he thinks, oh. So he calls the police up, and they come and have a look, and he goes, oh yeah, it's probably a murder. So then they dig it up and find out he's got hold of a spear in his hand.
Right, and he's dressed like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah. Right.
And they realise it's probably not a recent murder.
Right.
His knuckles are dragging on the floor. He's
Yeah.
a Neanderthal man. They
Yeah.
think, hang on, Karl Pilkington.
But when they found out, hang on, it's an old thing.
It's an old thing!
Can it? If it was a murder recent, then you'd go, hang on, how did this happen? Who does he belong to?
Yeah.
But the chances are whoever murdered him is also dead.
5,000 years ago, probably. Yeah.
So leave it. Just bury it.
I don't think it's a murder investigation.
No, but they are.
It's not Quincy going, this was before my time.
It's not a murder investigation.
Yeah,
Karl.
just one thing bothers me, sir. Just one final thing. My wife loves you, but this guy.
That's how they were
Why
treating
would he
him.
have a spear
Yeah.
and a leopard skin? I just can't. I can't get over this.
What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
What are you saying? Right, shut up, everybody. What are you saying? You've got one chance now. You've got to ask me a question, and I will answer it the best way. But what are you saying?
I'm
What is your
saying,
question?
Right, he probably spent a load of money trying
That's not
to
a
sort it
question.
out.
That's not a
Yeah,
question.
but let me tell you what I'm saying, right? They're probably spending a load of money finding out stuff about this fella who died. And even if he wasn't murdered, he'd be dead by now anyway. So get over it, right? 3,000 years ago, he died, right? So then they start messing about with it, saying, well, how did he die? Well, it doesn't matter. It was ages ago. Then they start digging his belly open, seeing last meal that he ate.
Yeah.
Oh, he ate seeds and leaves. Well, no surprise, really. There's now else around. Again, spending more money. Someone's been paid money to sort that out. Then they bury him, and then said, hang on a minute, are you sure that he died by, like, a spear? Let's dig him up again. So they dig him up again and find some splinter or something.
I don't believe they buried him.
They did. Well, in some sort of fancy coffin so everyone can see him. But for me, that is more wasteful than sorting out something that's, like someone who's ill. Sort something out,
Sorry, it's not either or. They didn't put a doctor out of surgery.
Exactly. There's not an old man in a bed in a corridor somewhere.
Yeah,
going,
they go, Ted, what are you doing?
stomach.
I'm just giving this bloke a stat clear. No, look, we found an old fella in a skit. Okay, okay, you take over. It's not either or, Karl. What are you talking about? It's scientific research.
But don't you see why this is fascinating? It gives us an insight into how we lived 3,000, 5,000 years ago. That's an incredible historical document.
What if it was your equivalent? What if he was like the Karl of the time, and there's people, ghosts now through there going, "Oh God, I don't believe it. They've dug up Karl. They think we're all like that. Oh no, they're going into his brain now. They're looking at how his brain works. We're going to get such a bad rep. Oh
well,
dear,
each to their own. If you like it, I just thought it was a bit of a
waste of money.
a little bit of a waste.
Yeah, okay.
But there you go. Anyway, we'll give out the answers to Rockbusters next.
If we must.
Yeah.
It sometimes stuns me. Sometimes I'm taken aback. Do you know what I mean?
But what worries me is if one day aliens do visit
I'd love
and
that.
they come down, But what worries me is they might bump in. What if they bump into you? What if they bump into you and they think that you represent mankind?
And they go up and they start another planet.
They're going to they say, we'll ask you 3 questions, and if you answer them correctly, we will not blow up your planet.
Yeah.
We'd be doomed.
Well, it depends.
It depends what they ask you, don't they? What if they said, right, Karl, what's the weirdest thing ever found in China?
I'll say hairy Chinese kid.
And they go, right,
Okay, interesting.
two, all right.
What don't you see anymore?
What do you see an old bloke doing?
Don't see an old fella eating a Twix.
Yeah. And they say, what if they asked you, what's across the road from you when you're washing up?
Well, there's 3 things. So you just want one of them?
No, I want all 3.
You want all 3? It was a Chinese kid dancing about in his underpants.
Yeah.
There was a bouncer every night getting ready to go to work. And the third one, the old woman reading a book, the same book.
And they
every
go,
night.
right, your planet's saved. See,
Gorg back in the ship.
Yeah,
they are
they-
a superior race.
I just always find that thing that if, you're used to living with someone,
Yeah.
one of you will go, let's go to bed, then you'll go, all right. But when you're on your own, you go,
You just forget to go to bed.
I just stay up.
Okay, stop eating now, Karl. You've ate all the food. That's just a plate. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I stayed up and watched, there was a thing on about Dracula.
Right. What, Dracula?
And I found a flaw in it.
Go on.
Not the fact that he's the living dead and
No.
and drinks blood to stay alive and he doesn't reflect
And he can
in
turn into a
mirrors.
bat.
Well,
And you can go on.
the mirror thing, you can't look in mirrors, can he?
Well, he can look in mirrors, but he can't see himself in a mirror.
Yeah.
That still doesn't work.
Go
Okay,
on.
go on.
It doesn't work at all, Carl. It doesn't work.
Go
anyway.
on.
Well,
Centre parting's always really neat.
His centre parting's always
how
really
does he do it if he can't look in the mirror?
Blood on the floor or something it was called. Rubbish.
I love the flaw in the Dracula film is that his centre parting's too neat. How does he do it without a mirror? Oh.
Was it a documentary about Dracula?
No,
Yeah,
it was
the real
it's
Dracula. The real
called-
Dracula. Is it?
Yeah, the real Dracula, the
It's
true
just a
story.
film. It had blood on the floor or something. It's called.
Yeah.
It's rubbish. From 1970.
Yeah.
Right, but you
know-
stayed up and watched that.
You know there aren't
Yeah,
really
sure.
vampires in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still annoys you that his centre parting was too neat.
Well, if you're going to do it, do you know what I mean?
I'd like to see him with a fringe sort of pushed forward and maybe a hood up, alright? Come to suck your blood and that, alright?
Yeah, just bits of tissue paper all over his face where he's cut himself shaving.
I can't see bloody mirrors annoying me, alright? I'd love to see that. A little mank Drac. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Well, that might be a film that we do in our movie.
Mancula.
Just getting onto that.
Mancula. Count Mancula. Alright? You got any rave? You got any rave music? Got any Oasis like that? That'd be brilliant. He came from Manchester. Please welcome Mancula. Alright? That'd be great, wouldn't it? His hair's a mess. Well, I can't see it in the mirror, can I? I told him about this thing. I don't know if any of you out there know about this, but there's an experiment they did in the 50s, a clinical psychology experiment where your two hemispheres of the brain, okay, they're joined by a thing called the corpus callosum, right, which is just a little flap of skin, like a little scarlet lead that joins your two hemispheres. And what they did, they cut that in half, and they thought it was a cure for schizophrenia, but what it turned out to be, or epilepsy, I think, I can't remember, was that your two sides of your brains didn't function together. You couldn't get information. I was telling Karl all this thing, and one of the things I told him was that they did it on a monkey, and it fought itself over a nut. Like its right arm was connected, by its left lobe of the brain, and it was fighting over itself. And Karl went, instead of like thinking this is amazing experiment, he went, would it have been happy if you'd given it two nuts?
Yeah, I know. Well, you started off by explaining it, and I remember you mentioned, because I was watching the two of you as you were describing it to me, you said, of course, one side of the brain deals with symbolism, and as you said the word symbolism, I noticed Karl drift away from looking at you, pick up his mobile phone, and start pressing buttons randomly. And I thought it was the word symbolism that got him. And I noticed it took you just a moment longer, and I think the first thing you said was, when did I lose you?
Yeah, I knew I'd lost him.
It's extraordinary, and he doesn't even try
I
to
think I said
disguise it.
nomenclature at one point as well.
Right, yeah.
And I knew I was dicing with death there.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but I told you tried to look it up, didn't you, on the web? You didn't find anything about
Yeah,
it, did you?
the spelling of it's what is it again? What's the word?
Corpus callosum.
Yeah, so I couldn't do it.
No, it's no point.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
Give up.
Don't bother.
Give up.
So if anyone knows any interesting facts about that,
But yours hasn't been cut in half, has it, Karl? That would, again, might explain something.
I'll tell you what we will be talking about later. I don't know if you're sort of aware of them, Steve.
Go on.
Bonobos.
Oh,
I don't know much about bonobos.
I told him about he was looking for stuff. I said put in bonobo. He was having no luck with chimp, and they're a form of chimpanzee, but they're even closer to us, evolutionarily speaking. They've got their social groups are more like ours. They're more intelligent, and he was loving it, weren't you?
So
Just the look of 'em.
is it human bonobo Karl? Is that how it works on the evolutionary
no,
ladder?
chimp, Karl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about
So
them.
we're talking about bonobos. You're excited about that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Coming up in Monkey News.
No, I think it's a bit of a monkey bonus.
Okay, this is Karl in the classic The Shining.
And what's the question?
Well, we might ask that afterwards.
Okay then. Still trying to write the book then? No?
Yes.
Good. Funny, someone told me the other day, weird thing about a typewriter, the top row of letters, the longest word you can write is typewriter. I'll just show you. That's weird, isn't it? It's just the typewriter being You're not in the mood, are you? You're in one of those grouchy moods again, that you get into when you're writing.
I'm not being grouchy. I just want to finish my work.
Yeah, it's just being a bit funny, a bit offhand and that.
Let me explain something to you.
Go on.
Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah, but I just was coming in to try and cheer you up, if you... I mean, I'm full of ideas as well, if you're having a problem coming up with stuff. Got loads of ideas you could write about. The other day I read about this hairy Chinese kid.
What do you want me to do about it?
No, it's just that it could make a good book. Do you know what I mean? Sort of following round.
That's swell.
Well, I'd buy it. But if you don't want to know, don't bother doing it. But, do you know what I mean? It's just hairy Chinese kid. It's weird because they're not normally that hairy over there. Yeah, this kid cakes in it. But if you don't care...
I wouldn't touch one hair on his goddamn little head.
You won't have to touch any hair on his head. Like I say, he's covered. Leave the head alone if you want. Touch his hands. He's totally covered in it. But
I love the little son of a bitch.
Well, don't go that far. You haven't met him. But I can sort it out.
I'd do anything for him.
I don't think he'd expect that much. Just take him to the barbers 3 or 4 times a week. He's a good little kid. In fact, I'll do it. I think I'll write a book on him. Yeah?
Do you think you can handle that?
Yeah.
You're not too busy, are you?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty busy. I've got to sort out some monkey facts for the show this Saturday, but I reckon I can still...
Why don't you start right now and get out of here?
All right. I will. If you're going to be like that. Couldn't borrow a pen, could I? See you later.
There you
Haunting.
go. Haunting stuff there. Karl Pilkington in The Shining.
In the film, Jack Nicholson goes crazy because the suggestion is he's maybe possessed by demons that maybe are in the hotel. But, if I was stranded in a desolate hotel, removed from all human contact with Karl, I'd go mental with an axe without being possessed by demons. That's more chilling to me, trying to get some work done and you keep wandering in.
I'm trying to get Karl to spend a couple of days in the caravan with me, just for the head of it, and he won't. I've offered him money, won't I? I think it'd be a great laugh, won't it, Karl?
Oh yeah, great.
That would be terrifying.
No, I want to film it. I just want to film it. Like a little video diary. There's Karl there, he's just waking up.
Well, if I was stranded in that would be like being... I may as well be with Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. That's more scary.
The thing is, Ricky doesn't mess you about as much as he messes me about.
No, you see, you've given him an inch. You've given him an inch and he's taken a yard.
12:30 you got in today. In 30 minutes between 12:30 and 1, the old bin lid on the head. He wanted to do that again.
Yep.
Squeezing my head, think he had a go at. And karate chop on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
All in 30 minutes. Yeah. Who else can say that?
Who else can say that? Who else can say? What do you mean?
Anyway, have we got a question then?
Yeah, to win a copy of, I'm so embarrassed to say it, The Shining on VHS is worth $5.99 and it will have already been watched by Karl Pilkington, probably not even rewound.
Yeah,
to win that.
And a little bit of tripe and cow eels where it just slipped into his dinner. A farm cake outside.
As he was reading the back of the box trying to figure out what was going on.
The ingredients.
What about this, right? Here's a question.
I've got a question.
No, go on. No, I want to hear Karl's first.
Okay.
No, it's about the film. Because when I was whizzing through it, I saw something and thought, oh, that's good. The kid who's in it, he was writing something on the back of a door with lipstick. What was it?
Well, that's a tricky question. I can't remember.
Nor can I.
All right.
So the kid in it was writing something on the back of the door.
Is that going to be too hard for anyone?
Let's see if... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody...
Right, the phones are going, so it might be.
Yeah, but this is email, isn't it?
All right, Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk. What was being scrawled on the back of the door by the little kid in The Shining? To be honest, if you know that, it means you've probably already got it and you've watched it about 8 times.
Yeah.
Fair enough, though.
All right. It's something, when I was looking on the web, found something out.
Go on.
It's a story about a woman who had a baby. What are you talking about?
What?
a woman
Yeah.
who had a baby who was having a baby.
It was no clearer when you repeated it.
No, Carl, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for the common good, right? Pursue this line of inquiry, right? Because I don't know where it's going, or play a record. I'm actually torn. I don't know what to do.
No, I remember seeing it and thinking, I've got to tell Ricky about that. It's brilliant.
What should we do? Should we go with it? It's entering into the abyss. It's opening Pandora's box. It's peeking. It's going down to the cellar.
I've got a couple of questions, though.
Go on then.
Well, come down there with me. Come down in the cellar with me.
Okay, right, Carl. What? First of all, it was on the way. What do you mean? The baby was what? Had another? Was it? She didn't give birth. They didn't. The doctor didn't find one of those set of Chinese dolls up her. Russian dolls, whatever they're called.
That's what I pictured it like. Those dolls where you take the head off and there's another one in there that all look the same. But no, the story was there's a woman who's...
No, don't just say it again. That's a headline. That's not a story. There was a woman who had a baby who had a baby. That's not a story. Imagine handing that in as a thesis to loads of the BMA. There you go, and read that.
That's a children's rhyme.
Yeah, there was a woman who had a baby who had a baby. What do you mean? So she had a baby, right? Yeah.
And
that bit's fine. We're okay with that.
That's normal. That's normal.
A woman had a child.
Yeah, totally normal.
She gave birth. Fine.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, I don't know that much more, apart from the fact that the baby's like roaming about, and then 12 months later, she's like, oh.
Interesting. So the gestation period of that baby was actually 3 months more than an adult.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Weird though, isn't it?
So was the headline, "My baby's 12 months pregnant"? What are you talking about? 12 months later, it had a... What are you talking about?
Forget it.
No, you haven't even finished the story. That what you said, and 12 months later, you didn't even finish the sentence. So what do you mean?
No, I didn't read any more into it because I just saw that and I thought, that's weird. And then I just was thinking, oh, like, imagine the kid at school at parents' evening.
Go on.
And it's like, well, your kid's pretty good. Now let's have a look at your work, sort of thing. Don't you think that'd be weird?
But what? Did the child have a baby?
Yeah.
Of course it didn't! Play a record!
We shouldn't have gone down in the cellar. We should have just left the cellar door closed. I never learned. That's the Zombies and a song called Time of the Season. I've enjoyed that.
What do you think of Zombies, Carl?
It's alright, yeah.
No, not the group, but the Living Dead.
Don't worry about them.
No? Why?
Not about, are they? Couldn't happen.
You don't believe in that?
Listen, right?
You don't believe in zombies?
So, I was
you do
looking
believe
online.
a baby had a baby?
Yeah.
On you go. On you go.
Are you still saying that didn't happen?
Yes.
Right, well, I'll find the thing again, I'll print it off and
Well,
then you'll
all
read
I'm
it.
saying is there's more information that we need.
Yeah.
But it always annoys me that when I do get the information, you'll go, yeah, but its name's Sally, you didn't say that, and make out...
No.
As if...
No, don't make it look like we're over-inquisitive or over-cynical. You come out with the most abominable things man has ever uttered, and you expect us to accept them. Usually headlines, usually illogical, not just probably wrong. So, fleas are born pregnant.
Are they?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. See?
On we go.
So...
See, that's true, and you're not impressed, because it doesn't involve a little werewolf child. Or half man, half shark. And you're just not, it's not good enough for you.
No, but if I read the first line of something and it's not that interesting, I go next, right, and I move on. Now, when I saw a woman had a baby, and it had a baby,
But you still didn't read on.
No, but, alright, I didn't read on, but it got me thinking. Like I said, you wonder about the parents' evening. I was thinking about, is it a good thing? Because you're going to spend more time with the kid. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of mums who have to go to work and that. She's going to be a great mum. Grew up with her, literally.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
She's going to be a great mum.
I just wonder if, I know it sounds weird, but if
was it the the baby that woman had, was that a girl or a boy?
Oh, it would have been a girl, wouldn't it?
Of course it would. It'd be mental, wouldn't it, if it wasn't?
Right.
It would have been a weird story, wouldn't it?
So anyway, that reminded me, because we were talking about other amazing stuff that Ricky told me to find out about. Steve, are you aware of bonobos?
We mentioned them earlier. I'm not particularly familiar with bonobos.
Right.
It sounds like a cream cake.
No, they were a sort of a chimpanzee, but more advanced than the traditional chimpanzee. They live in one sort of particular area, and you know, it's the sort of closest animal to the missing link. They're very intelligent. They take on a lot of social aspects of human. They have sex for pleasure and no other.
Steve's looking annoyed.
He's done, yeah. What did you find out about
Apparently, I found out it's 98% not human, this kind of thing. It's nearly human, but it's not.
We share 98% of DNA with it.
Yeah, 98%.
It's a higher percentage than you.
They have sex for pleasure.
They do look a bit like him, though. They've got a little round head, haven't they?
But,
and they're much more upright than the, you know, got a more flexible.
I sort of get bored with animals that are like classed as being intelligent, right? So when you told me,
I get bored of them
because they're not doing enough. They're not playing Nintendo.
Do you know, like that? People always rave on about dolphins, saying, "Oh, they're really bright and that."
Yeah.
You know, I was having an argument with Suzanne about it, and she goes, "Oh yeah, dolphins are really intelligent." And I said, "But what? What have they done?" So she said, "Well, they use them in wars. They strap bombs to the back to go out to boats, to then blow up the boats."
Yeah, they're trained. Yeah.
Well, that isn't that bright. If it was really bright, it'd go, "I'm not doing that."
Well, no, they leave them. They don't blow themselves up. Anyway, but
right. Well, so bonobos, really bright and that. Now, I was looking at them, and they are, you know, they're saying they're just like humans, basically, right? But what I was thinking is, I didn't have a chance to ask you, if you got a mentalist,
right,
and put the bonobo in an exam.
Okay. What do you mean a mentalist? What do you mean?
Well, you know, someone who's, you know, just a little bit slower than me, and put them in an exam. What would happen?
Right, okay, you've got to be clearer here, Karl. What are you saying? Are you saying pit the wits of a bonobo against
someone who's educationally subnormal?
Yeah. What do you reckon?
I don't know where to start.
No, but if they're that good, why aren't they being used in labour and stuff? Do you know what I mean?
What in the late? What do you mean in the government?
Like, you know, like some jobs that they could do. Why hasn't someone caught onto it and thought, well, hang on a minute?
Sorry, I'm not familiar with the bonobo. Seriously, could it do a job of work? How advanced are these creatures?
Lots of animals do job of work. I think Karl wants this bonobo to start going to work with an umbrella and a bowler hat and have sort of like rudimentary language skills like morning.
So I couldn't employ the bonobo to be my PA. It's not. I mean, how advanced are they? Could I teach you to go in the shops and collect something and bring it in?
But you can teach a dog to do that.
Yeah.
It depends what you mean by intelligence, social interaction, also dexterity capability, you know.
Could it produce this show?
Yes, I'd have thought it could, randomly.
Yeah, just by pressing the buttons it can do a better job.
It depends what you're asking, Karl. What you mean is, could a chimp beat a thick human at an intelligence test?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it depends on what the problem with the human is, doesn't it? Right. First of all, mental illness has nothing to do with intelligence. Let's get that straight. That's one thing. Mental people aren't necessarily less or intelligent than people.
Now, is that the clinical term?
Well, exactly.
A mentalist.
A mentalist. Sometimes I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to start with where he's going wrong with the question, to answer it, to find out what he really means, because
it's just that if that did happen, right?
What could happen? You want the Planet of the Apes, don't you?
Here we go.
Go on.
Right? I go to school. I go to a new school.
Yeah.
I go in the class. There's 3 bonobos sat on the back row.
Yeah.
Right? I think it would make
They're
everybody...
bad kids, are they?
Everybody would work harder, because you go, well, I don't want a monkey beating me. Whereas when I went to school...
You think they'd be an incentive?
Yeah.
Well, I think...
Okay, they go, oh, go on. What do you mean?
No, I would have loved it. Because, I mean, one of the reasons I didn't like school is it's like, oh, I'm not bothered. You know, I'm not bothering going in today. I'd love it if I went in and someone said, right, you're going to start coming again. Why is that? You've got 3 bonobos in your class.
What if they didn't hang out together, like the 2 little kids with the webbed hands and the big heads?
What if they started bullying you? Stealing your pocket money?
I wouldn't go in, I'd stop
maybe
going.
copying you, maybe making you do their homework.
Yeah. They did find out you...
To be honest, it would probably be the other way round. And he'd score better.
Yeah. Karl, have you been copying?
Have you been copying the bonobos again?
Have you been copying Boo Boo again?
It'd be good though, wouldn't it?
Well, it'd be great. I wish I could live in your mind for just a day. It must be great when you walk around and see things. He's been slagging you off as well, Steve.
Well, go on. What's
In the
he
week, you know, he was slagging you off. I mean, in the week, I was joining in and laughing along, but now I'm thinking but now I'm thinking that you're more on my side than he is.
Thanks very much, Rick. I'm glad to see you've come round.
He said he was. I was in the pub with him and Johnny.
All right, so there's a little audience. Good.
And he went, have you seen Men in Black 2? I went, no. He said, have you, Johnny? He went, no. He went, there's a thing in it that looks just like Steve. And I went, what? He went, it's a thing, it's got really gangly arms and bulbous eyes, and it just works really fast in the Aliens registration thing. And I went, all right. I said, we'll bring that up Saturday. Since he's not here, you know, what do you think of that?
Well, the reason is, I think the problem I have with is this, that if I was to say things like that about Karl, I'd destroy him. He'd be a broken man after I'd finished with him.
Call in, Karl, or Steve's going to say a few things about you.
I'm going to get a couple of home truths out there.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Yeah, we were, you know, at the time I was joining it, we were having, you know, slagging you off on other things as well.
Sure.
But now I'm thinking, maybe
maybe you were wrong.
Maybe I was taking the mickey out of the wrong person behind their back. Kings of Leon, Molly's Chambers. What do you think of that, Karl?
All right.
There's a surprise.
Another
insightful remark.
Steve is not a fan now. Not only does he know you've been slagging him off behind his back.
No, I wasn't slagging Steve. If you get it out on DVD tonight, you'll know I'm not slagging you off. It could be your brother.
I love the fact that it makes it worse, but he's thinking you're going to go, oh, he wasn't slagging me off. It does look like me. I do think I'm an alien. I love the fact that you hope Steve will go, he's got a point. It's a spitting image. Yeah.
I am, seriously, Karl, I'm really angry. I'm so angry with you at the moment.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I know, because I know what it's going to be, and I'm just...
Why?
I'm fuming. I'll tell you why I'm angry, because he doesn't do it in jest.
No, but what do you think it's going to look like? What do you think this thing's going to look like?
Going to look ludicrous. It's not going to look anything like me, but he's going to pretend it does. Go on, what? Go on.
No, it does look like you.
Yeah, of course it does. And you looked like the Human Z.
Well,
I mean, to be honest, you did a bit, Karl. You walk like him, you're bold like him, you got a sort of gormless face like him. Any more?
I don't smoke. That does.
Whoa!
Well, we've got some weird stuff to talk about, though.
What?
Coming up later.
What?
Darren Brown.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting.
I love the fact that the track, we've just talked about him asking me nicely not to squeeze his head when people are around, and a girl who ages so quickly she should be served in odd bins, and he goes, but we've got some weird stuff coming up.
That's Karl's world.
Yeah. That's our song, isn't it, Karl? Leave all this misery behind. Okay, Snoop. Beautiful XFM 104.9, Gervais, Merchant, Pilkington. Karl had a treat in the week, didn't he?
He couldn't believe his luck.
We know Darren Brown. You know Darren Brown, the sort of magician, mind reader fella.
It's more special than that.
Well, called me up in town, said, do you mind if we bring along Karl? He went, pleasure. Karl's very cynical, saying, well, he won't get into my head.
Yep.
Great, wasn't it?
It was brilliant.
He went, can I ask him questions? I went, well, no, he's social. He went, I'm not coming. I went, well, he went, well, I'll ask him. I want him to know how he did that trick when he said, you got the winning ticket. I went, he's not going to tell you. He's a magician. He went, well, it's not worth it then, if I can't quiz him. But he came along.
I still did, though, didn't I? Got in there with the questions that the people wanted to know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. What did you ask him and what did you find out?
I said, how do you do that?
I love the fact that the first half hour, me, Steve and Darren Brown were convincing Karl that he didn't see a ghost when he was 5.
Yeah.
And then we got onto the tricks.
Yeah.
Well, it will live in my mind. He won't get inside my head.
Yeah.
And he got inside your head magnificently, Karl, didn't he? I mean, were you not amazed? I mean, Darren promised actually that he would come on the show in the future, and then you, the listeners, can see how he can baffle, amaze, and generally freak out.
I think we should film everything that happens, right? Because it's just a waste, because you're only getting half of it when you hear what Karl has to say. Because his face... Yeah. Honestly, it says 1,000 words.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just, I think we should film it and just put it on a DVD of Karl's facial expressions. This is Karl thinking he saw a ghost. Yeah. This is Karl thinking they were going to clone a man moth.
Yeah.
It's just different faces.
So do you want to try and explain what he did and what marvelled you so much?
Right, yeah. He comes in, he sits down. I'm a bit sort of... bit spooked by him straight away.
Oh, you're spooked by him straight away,
Yeah, there's a weird thing about him. Right? So anyway, he sat there, and I'm watching him.
It's because he was naked.
Checking, seeing what he's, looking at and stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, he gets his paper out, and I think, right, he's going to do a bit of trickery and that. And he says to me, right, write down a number and a name, right? It was between
a two-digit number, and a name of anyone you know.
Yeah, right. Now the thing is, I thought of the name because I was telling Steve earlier about the kid at school who I fell out with, right? Yeah. Over that girl who was called Aris, right? So that name was like in my mind, ready to go, because I didn't want to use anybody's name who I knew, sort of. Now, because maybe you've mentioned it in the past. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't say Suzanne.
I knew Colin Makin anyway.
Yeah, well, do you know what I mean? I picked a name, yeah. Well, I thought you might have been thinking about Auntie Nora. So I picked this name, right, that you three didn't really know about, right? Number just came to mind, right? So he
42,
says, right,
we were never thinking of that.
42, right? He said, right, just keep saying it over and over in your head. And I'm there, and he's saying all these sort of different numbers at me, and I'm trying to throw him off a little bit. Every time he said a number that was nothing like 42, I was sort of smiling, looking a bit nervous. Yeah. Don't know if you caught that, right?
I just, all I could see was you looking sort of blank.
Oh, right.
So I was doing stony face.
He picked the wrong person when he said, let your mind go blank. You'd realise he picked on the wrong person then.
Right. So
you had to squeeze his head to get it going again.
I said, Darren, if in doubt, he'll be thinking of monkeys. And Darren looked at Karl and he said, were you thinking of monkeys? He said, I tried not to and I thought of them more.
Right, that's true as well. Yeah. Right. So I'm there thinking of these numbers and that, and then he said, right, let's just talk about other stuff for a bit, right? So I was like, well, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah. Right, because I don't want you to catch me out. But then when we were talking, I was trying to knock him off track. Clever. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I played a bit of hardball with him. Yeah. I was saying, because we were talking about aliens and that as well, weren't we? And I was saying, well, they might come and land again in 2060.
Oh, clever.
You know what I mean? Dropping in different numbers and that. And so doing all that, playing him at his own game. And I think I had him for a bit. On the ropes, right? So anyway, comes down to the time when he's telling me the name and the number. Yeah. And, well, he explained what he actually did. I mean, that was...
He said, just think of a number at the end of it. And he said, oh, is it an I? And you went, it wasn't an I, but there is no, okay. And anyway, he got
the name.
Harris. Then he went, I said, do you an extrovert? And he wrote down these numbers.
Well, he wrote down some numbers and he said that if you're an extrovert, these are the numbers you tend to choose. If you're an introvert, these are the numbers you tend to choose. And he wrote them down. And he said, I don't think you're really an introvert. I don't think you're this. I don't think you're that. And I think he came up with the number 32, didn't he? He said to you, you're thinking of number 32. You said to him, no way. You couldn't believe your luck, could you, when you'd caught him out?
But he said it's either 42 or 32, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, no, but it was beside the point, because then he said, rather brilliantly, hang on a minute, if you just add up these numbers here, that adds up to 42.
It was a magic
add
square.
Up those numbers, that's 42. That's 42 across diagonally there. That box is 42.
All the numbers that added up on the page, whether you go across, sideways, down, across, whatever, always added up to 42.
Yeah.
Right?
And you've got the name Harris.
Which freaks you out.
It freaked me out. I kept saying to him, how do you do it? How do you do it? And he wasn't telling me. I was talking to people at work about him, and one lad said, apparently the trick that he uses is the same thing that Hitler did.
Play record.
No, seriously. Apparently it's the same thing, because he was saying...
What?
Play record.
No, just let me finish, because I've even ran it by other people to check if I'm right on this.
So let's do play record and come back to this.
Because the people in the XFM office, they're pretty wise. They're up on that stuff.
No, he used it in a different way.
Play record.
No, hang on a minute. Let me hear it.
All it is, it's power of suggestion, apparently. And when Hitler used to do his big speeches to people.
Yeah. What should we play?
Come on. Finish your point.
Well, that's about it.
Who told you that? Ian Canfield.
A few different people.
Right. The big thinkers out there.
Like
in the office. the brain boxes.
But anyway, right? It's
because Magnus Magnusson works Sonic so now, doesn't he?
Right. Listen.
Or was it Paxman? Was it James Paxman?
That blew me away, right? That the fact that he got the name, he got the number. Spooky bit, right? I'm walking home. I called you up a couple of times and I left a message on your phone. because it was just amazing. Not only was he good at magic, but his maths was brilliant. No, well, that thing adding up to 42 was like, how did he do that? I mean, we didn't even make a big deal out of that.
He said that to me. He said, all Karl Vorderman's got is the maths.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine him on Countdown.
Yeah.
He'd even know what they were going to write down. Do you know what I mean? So a bit of a wasted talent. I should see him again about that. I think he's...
He asked him, I said, why are you doing it on mucking around on telly? Then he went, sorry? He went, why are you mucking around on telly?
Yeah.
And he said you could make some serious money. I think Steve went, well, he does all right. He went, nah, but if he did that with the ticket thing all day.
Yeah. But didn't you say to him you should be working for the police force?
I said, yeah, he should be in a police station. He could help people out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not a daft idea, is it?
Not really.
Right, so anyway, right, so I get home. Still, I'm calling different people up walking home. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Right, I called Suzanne up telling her about it. And she's like, slow down. She said, you're like a little kid who's just been on a fairground ride or something.
Yeah.
Slow down. Right, so I'm telling her, call me mum and dad up. My dad wasn't that impressed.
No, of course
He's
not.
like, well, it's all been done before. But anyway, right. So,
But then he wasn't impressed with Little Donkey, was he?
No, he's not impressed by much, is he?
right, so I get in.
He probably had to nip out down to the phone box.
Right.
Do some thieving.
Yeah. We've forgotten bread. No, I'll just go down the phone box.
Yeah.
So I get into my flat, right, and what they do in my flat where I live, they put the post in like these little pigeonholes, right, and I don't normally check them out. I leave it for Suzanne to do, right?
Sure.
But this time, for some weird reason, I thought, right, I'll check it, see if we've got any post. Open it up. There's only this. A letter for Miss Harris.
Yep. There it is. Bona fide in front of us. A letter addressed to a Miss Harris.
Well, does she live there?
No, it's my address. She doesn't live there.
Did she ever?
Don't know. It doesn't matter. It's weird, isn't it?
But
We've never had. Normally, I think there was a guy who lived there called Yaki Shoki.
Mr. 42.
It was definitely wasn't an Harris, right? This is the first time we've had a letter for this woman.
Yes.
Right.
But what are you claiming? Because Darren Brown himself admits that it is not paranormal, it is not supernatural, it is a trick. It's a trick.
Is it?
But he would say that, wouldn't he? Hitler said that. Play a record.
Well, can we open this?
No, it's illegal.
No, but I'm thinking if
What
it's
if
a
we opened it
birthday
off
card
air?
for someone's like 42nd birthday.
Right. You can't open that letter. Go and put it back, or put you cannot open that letter.
Why not?
You can't open someone else's mail because you think Darren Brown's supernatural.
What if we steamed it open, then resealed it? No one would know.
It's only a letter.
You can't. You can, but I don't want any part of it.
Carl, I
if
think you should open it.
Oh, you open it.
I'm not opening it. It's against the law. You should open it
Right,
then.
we won't open it then.
They won't send you to prison.
Forget it.
You'll get off.
Cure?
Yeah.
Bit of cure?
There's no cure, no.
I'm looking. What? I'm tempted to open it.
Well, do you want to, Steve? There you go.
No, I'm not going to open it. But I think you should definitely. 6 Different Ways by The Cure from the album The Head on the Door. We've enjoyed that.
The head on the door, Karl. Ooh, bit of a coincidence.
Spooky, isn't it?
It was only 4 weeks ago you were talking about a head and a door.
Exactly.
Has the door got a number on it? 42.
Oh, dear.
So we're not opening it.
No.
Well, I can't open it because as the producer, right?
Oh, yeah, because your standing in society is such that they'd make a real example of you.
Yeah.
A producer of a tin pot radio show once a week. Yeah, he should know better. He can press buttons and talk at the same time. Sending down.
But they wouldn't try you in an adult court.
You would
Carl.
get
They
away.
wouldn't be
You would
allowed.
get away with it. Just they hear you speaking for a little while, and the judge would end up squeezing your head and letting you off.
It'd be like those people who train monkeys to break in. Do you remember down in South London? We talked about it in the past, and they were going around robbing stuff,
Hackney.
and they trained them to do it. Yeah,
think
so
they're
I think
doing
that
some time
those I don't think those monkeys would have got in trouble. It would have been the keepers. So, I think XFM would probably take the rap.
Will you open it?
No, I can't be seen to open it.
No, he's
I'm
a
an
writer
award-winner.
director.
Exactly.
So am I. I can't be seen to open
I'll
it.
give it here then.
Right, I'm having no part of this.
That's against the law. But
Right, I'm having no part of it.
open it. Come on, you've started now.
Right.
The thing is, right, if it's important, we can say maybe she's listening.
But do you need the stress? What it could be anything. What are you going to say? We're going to say, oh, and if you are listening, Mrs. Harris, you have got gonorrhea. Call the clinic. Do you know what I mean? It could be anything.
Oh dear.
Oh well, I think my talk did well. Well, what is it?
Is the number 42 on there?
Oh.
What is it?
Can you say, be careful, what...
Let me see what it is.
What is it?
Dear Sir, Madam, your periodical dental inspection is now due. Would you kindly contact the surgery to make an appointment? Harris, Mrs. Harris, if you're listening, your periodical dental inspection is now due. You might want to contact the the dental surgeon that you normally go to.
Could have a faulty tooth.
42.
42.
42.
I don't believe it. 42.
42. Oh my God.
God, that Darren's good.
Darren Brown's good, isn't it?
Oh dear.
That's some blur then.